Daddy on the road here. There we go.
Man, so they're late to your meetings, huh?
Brother, okay. So I'm gonna get on my high horse real quick, and everyone knows
Do
the
it.
week before Christmas when you're in corporate, you're like, as we just said, you look at the little meme going around Twitter this week has been QB kneel. Last week we're taking a knee, running the clock out. So, but you got your meetings, you got to make sure you do all your things. You got the usual jibber jabber, the holiday plans, what Christmas movie you like, all the traditional things, you kind of go back and forth. But I had a couple meetings today that were just kind of like supposed to be quick check-ins, ended up doing a bunch of stuff. So boom, an hour, an hour, an hour. This one's a half-hour check-in call, 10 minutes late for a half-hour check-in call.
Mm-hmm.
Get through check-in call, people start socializing. So you don't want to be the one to be like, I'm out of here. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You can't do that. So now we're engaged. Now that 30 minutes starts kind of tacking up a little bit. Said, okay, 30, fine. 40, all right. 50, a little long. An hour. Okay, now we gotta
Yeah.
cut
What are
this
we
thing
doing
off.
here?
So we're 10 minutes late for said meeting, which goes an hour, which is 40 minutes over what we had allotted for it.
Yeah.
So it's just, you feel like you kind of
Check.
get out of there and you're kind of wondering what just happened. Um, the heavenly glow above me might be a drone trying to take me out. We'll find out
Yeah. Jeez.
in the next episode. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think it's just understood. Like I'll reach out to clients and they're like, "I'm out till like January 5th," and I'm like, "I like your style, I
Yeah.
really do."
Yeah. We're done today. Well, technically we finished yesterday, so I had to like sign off on grades today for like the two classes I have, which is easy. But then,
What do
of
your
course,
finals look like?
well, for PE,
Oh,
It's
mile.
PE and health. So we did a mile, and then we did a healthy habits project where like they took 2 weeks to like either eat better, sleep better, like pick a thing where they need to improve, and then like track them improving it and see how easy it was, how hard it was, blah blah blah, whatever.
Okay.
And then
Like it.
they present it to the class, and sure. And then we did a mile
Okay.
at the end, and there was certain time frames that they had to hit, and if they improved on their last one, then they'll get an extra point. But whatever. So we did that. So I entered all of that, and then individual exercise. I gave them the option. Either they're gonna do the workout that I pick for the final, and if you don't pass, then you just don't pass the class. And obviously, everyone would have ended up passing anyway. I was just doing it to scare everybody. Or I was
Yeah.
like, there's 17 girls in the class, so I was like, and most of them are senior. I think all but one are seniors, so they are like fucking done anyway. So I was like, here's what you guys can do. I'll pass around a sheet of paper. Everybody write down one exercise, and then I'll make a workout out of the 17 exercises. It could be
Okay.
bicep curls, it could be squats, and I'm like, if you're not specific,
I'm a pit.
you're fucked. So like someone said foam roll like their legs or foam roll their back. Someone put stretch, and then they tried their best to be specific. Some people put some hard like core stuff, and then someone was like lunges. There were like lunges in the gym. They specified in the gym, but they didn't specify a distance. So it was down and back of the court, and basically what it was is you lunged a half court, and then another one was squats in place with no weight. They didn't say how many squats. If they would have done one squat, I could have been like, okay, but then I
Well,
would have been
fuck.
like, well, you didn't say how many sets of one. So they were
So I'm
they
gonna
were
get you.
so they were fucked either way. Um, but so that they would lunge to half court, do 10 squats, lunge to full court, do 10 squats, 1 minute wall sit, lunge to half court, 10 squats, lunge to full court, 10 squats, 1 minute wall sit. So and then they had to run suicides after that. So
And after
they were
that,
chalked. It was like an hour workout, but everybody completed it, so they passed. So everyone just got like 100 or whatever.
attaboy.
Everyone got an A in that. And then the only thing that sucks about like not being just only a teacher is like all the teachers are gone. Like our vice principal, she was like, "Hey, you can turn on your like I'm away for the holidays little
Yeah, a little
thing."
out of box or out
Yeah,
of
but for me,
office
it's like
inbox.
literally today is the start of our basketball tournament that
So you're
we're
locked.
hosting. So I don't have to go today, but I'm gonna be there all day tomorrow, or not all day. It's from like 3 to 8 or whatever. So in the afternoon and night tomorrow, and
Hmm.
then it's from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Sunday or on Saturday. So
Oh,
like
shit.
me and the other AD and the principal were gonna take like little 4-hour shifts of it
Okay.
to like break it up, so no one's there from 8 to 8.
Wanting to kill themselves.
Which would be just like terrible. So I think I'm doing like the 12 to like 4 time slot or something like that. So and then we're hosting the Damien basketball tournament, the 26th to the 28th, and then also on the 30th. So like my shit doesn't stop. Like all the teachers, we had like a little holiday
Full
luncheon
party.
thing on Tuesday. And we're like, "Oh, like you going anywhere like fun for break?" I'm like, "No, like we got track practice in the mornings and
Right
we
here.
got like we got shit to do. Like the college kids are back, so they're working out. Practices are bigger. It's like, yeah, my shit doesn't stop. At least I like don't have to go to school.
Dude, that's a
I don't
vibe.
have to I don't have to be up at like 7, you know. That's the nice thing
Yeah.
is like I can kind of do whatever and I don't have to worry about like having to be somewhere. I can kind of just like do whatever. So it's not too bad.
That's like the best, man. I mean, yeah. First of all, I'm trying to think like who the day after Christmas wants to play basketball, but I'm sure there are folks who do.
Yeah, it's big.
I
It's a big
mean,
tournament.
yeah, Damien's always been a powerhouse in
Yeah.
basketball too.
Yeah, so that'll be I don't at least for that I thought it for that one I was gonna have to be on campus for the whole tournament. Basically the games are from like 1 to 7
Mm-hmm.
on those 4 days, but like they already have a site manager that they're sending out. I just have to like
Oh, okay.
facilitate with them like we'll always have like a facilities person on campus. So if I'm not there like so they have their number if there's like a door that's locked that somebody needs to unlock or whatever like
Yeah,
I
we
just
got
have to
somebody
make
on
sure
call.
like everything is like good, but I don't have to like be there, which is nice because I thought I was gonna have to be there
Yeah.
which would have been kinda trolly from, like, for 4 straight days, I'm basically just,
Oh,
like, my
might as well get a
afternoons and
room
nights are
there.
I know pretty much, right? But I don't have to do all that, and we were splitting up the basketball tournament. Basically, I didn't work the basketball tournament today because I'm gonna go to our soccer game, which is at APU at, like, at 6, I think, or 5:30. I think it starts at 5:30, but I don't have to show up when it starts.
Nice.
I can
Let them
just
get their
go
warm up in.
I can just go over there, so we'll see how that goes, but, yeah, there's always a sports thing going on over winter break, so I'll still have to do, like, at least a little bit of something, but it won't be too bad.
That was always one of the things that like would chalk you is like because I'd finished football season and I'm like, yo, we can finally hang, and you're like, track season just started,
Yeah, about to get
so
going.
I got
Here we
hell week
go.
next week.
I mean, we literally ran in a the kids some of them ran in a track meet on Saturday, this past Saturday, so, like,
I've seen that shit. We got some good results
shit
coming
started.
through.
Maya ran, and then the high school kids ran well, Maya ran the week before, high school kids ran last week, and, yeah, so shit's all it's 24/7, it's 365, It's what we
Did
do.
you hear an update from Glendora on Tim? Did he actually
I
pull
did
a hammy
not. I
or
am not sure. I'm not
okay?
sure. I
I
haven't
didn't want to
spoken to
put
him.
that into the air, but I
Yeah,
saw the way they
I'm not
got him off the
100%
field.
sure. Yeah,
I gotta
I'm not
admit,
sure.
okay, I forgot about this from the game. I don't know if I said this. The way that they fucking carried him off was the most uncoordinated thing. Like, so when you carry someone, especially as light as him, like you could just kind of pick him up.
Yeah, yeah.
We're like picking up legs, like we're trying to WWE slam him.
Oh,
Like one
well,
leg is up
we
top,
coulda
like
had 2 guys with the one leg hop, and
yeah.
let's get off the field,
Well,
you
we
know?
started that, and then he said it hurt too much, but then like the
Mm,
coordination of like going for almost a single leg and like pulling this one up and then the other one's just extended out. So he just looks like, when people hold a baby and they don't know how.
mhm.
So it's just like kind of that's what he looked
Yeah.
like getting off the field. I'm like, well, if it wasn't injured before, it sure as hell is
Oh,
now.
yeah,
Like
you're
there's
done.
something
Yeah, we just
going on
pulled it
here.
again.
If we had a chance, could have brought him back in the
Fucked,
fourth
yeah.
quarter. um, yeah, T's and P's for him. I'm hoping that works. One thing that really came through because we heard about your holiday party experience,
Mhm.
and I'm learning more and more about these deals.
Oh, yeah.
So I work completely remote, so I don't really, we have a virtual holiday party, but I mean, there's only
Yeah.
so much
No one's
shenanigans you can
boozing
get
in
up to.
person.
No, 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 no. Well, you might booze in your own person, but
Yeah.
that's a whole deal. Um, One of my buddies, we were gonna play some rank play, and he said, I'm gonna go to my dad's Christmas party, but I'm gonna go there for a couple hours, and I'm gonna make it
Mhm.
back.
Sure.
He's law enforcement son. I know how these things work. Let me tell you, if you think
He
a
ain't gonna be
Christmas
back.
party, brother, them law enforcement Christmas parties,
Mhm.
oh, you
They
might
get
wake
rowdy.
up in the back of a cop car wearing
Yeah.
like a fake mustache and like some duck slippers, and you don't know who they are. You don't know how
Sure.
you got them. You don't know what's going on, and you're just listening to taking care of business. You don't know how you got there, but
No, and no one knows.
now a couple rounds of Jose Cuervo, a couple shots of whiskey. So, needless to say, he said, I'll be back by 7. So, all right. you're a brave man. You're going at 5. All right, 2 hours. I respect it. No one's
Yep.
ever done that, but we'll see if you're the first.
Yeah, we'll see if you can get
7
out.
o'clock. Said, boys, we ended up going to a bar, so I'll be back at 9. But I'm throwing these old fashions back like they're going out of style. I said, okay.
Yeah.
So we're definitely not playing ranked, but we can still, still hop on some, maybe
Yeah.
maybe a little something here. Gets to about 9 o'clock, gentlemen. About 7 shots deep, about 5 old fashions. Said,
Yeah.
we are chalked.
It's
Then he
over.
said, I am doing karaoke. I said, there goes tonight.
Yeah, night's
So
over. Night's over.
yeah, it's almost like you kind of know what you're getting yourself into with a holiday party. Like if it's in person, like yeah, we're gonna be going after it a little bit.
Yeah.
And them law enforcement folk, boy, they
They'll
don't
put them
fuck
down. Oh yeah.
around, man. It's
They're gonna
always
do it.
the like craziest drink too. It's like, hey, I found some absinthe. You want to chug it with me? And you're
Yeah,
like,
it's like, dude, I
I
don't
don't
need
got it
something
like
at
that.
70%
Yeah,
fucking proof, 70 proof or whatever it is. Like
I
I'm
don't,
okay.
I don't need to throw a chew back to try to be a chaser.
Yeah,
Like, but that shit's good, man. It's always fun at the holiday parties. But you got to remember, you got to keep your wits about you. That's the tough part because you
sure.
think you can get out of pocket a little bit, off the
No,
reservation, but you're with your
yeah, you can't go too
coworkers,
crazy.
so it's always a fine medium. But yeah, that's a good deal. And then yeah, meetings just last a little longer. It's like we just need to, especially when we're chew clock mode. Like we
Yeah.
are chewing this thing down a bit. You got all our stuff done. Um, I did have a call. So I woke up yesterday morning to a notification that I might have a kickoff call with my biggest client. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know this. Go through a bunch of people.
Yep.
Okay, yes, we might, but we don't know it's confirmed. All right, hop on a call. We'll work on the deck. We worked on the deck for about 3 hours.
Okay.
Got the deck done. Getting all these different creative concepts for them, pictures, different vision, like just all the
Yeah. The
cat and
whole
caboodle.
thing.
Find out we do have kickoff call, so we do that for an hour. Then I had another one that was scheduled, so we do that for an hour. So we got 5 hours going in when we're in chew clock mode. So we've had
Yeah.
an
Too
interesting
much
like
work.
chew clock, hurry up, chew clock.
Yeah.
I've had to spike the ball a couple times, but like I wanted to run the clock out. So
Yeah.
I'm like Lincoln Riley in it, like I couldn't decide what I wanted to
Not sure
do.
what's going on. Yeah.
I'm not sure what's happening. I don't even know if I have any timeouts, but I'm not using them. Um, we'll get to that in a minute. There's been a lot of news with them boys, and Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of which, we gotta. I mean, I think we need to start with you've seen the news going on with the Jets this morning, right? I mean,
No, what happened? I haven't
apparently,
actually.
apparently, old Woody's son Brick is a 17-year-old dude
And he's
has
running the
been
show.
basically running the show.
Nice.
So they were talking about it on the Pat
Sure.
McAfee show, and they're like, how checked I'd be if I'm in the locker room and Aaron Rodgers comes up and gives the assistant or the interim head coach the game ball. Hey,
Yep.
baby. This kid runs in, goes to the equipment manager, picks up a football and says, "This is the game ball. I'm giving it to Garrett Wilson because he went like dummy hard." Like, get this fucking kid out of my locker room.
Sweet.
Are you kidding me? We'll get into more details in
I hear that.
the Twitter stoogery,
That
but
sounds like
it's
some
just
shit the
like
Jets would do. That's for
I,
sure.
I almost wanted to put them on another graphic, but I'm like, we just know, like they're kind of Stooge of the week for life. Like
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah. I mean,
you are what you are.
you get what you get.
You get what you get. And then we had the fiasco. So we're doing our bull pick 'em. We've done it every
Oh
single
yeah.
year with old Papa Greer. Um, ESPN was giving me a heart attack because I'm like, it's not loading my picks. We're in the midst of a game. So he
Yeah.
sends me his picks. I send my pick to you. I'm like, we got to figure this thing out. Come to find out, yesterday I woke up, everything was all hunky dory. It's like, oh yeah, here's your picks. We
Yep.
got them all. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, my picks are in. Went 0 for 2 yesterday, but
Well, the
six for
Hilltoppers
nothing
were
Cow Bears and the Hilltop. I mean, you're always picking the Hilltoppers. I mean, it's
well,
traditional. Unless
yeah,
you didn't.
I'd pick JMU.
Oh well,
I had to.
it's traditional for me at least.
It's tradition. One of us
Traditional.
has some morals,
Somebody's always. You do the armed forces thing. I do the Hilltopper thing.
But I don't pick them when they have a chance to win the championship. That's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got to give them
Fair.
motivation. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
That's fair.
And then I pick them to beat Navy. They get the piss smacked out of them.
Yeah.
Holy hell. I mean, I think should we just go right into our top 10 for the NFL? We had a pretty good week. Or no, let's go to our results.
We'll go to our
How
picks results. We were 1v1 on everything, and I came out on the bottom side of that.
I mean, but you didn't goose, so that's good. Like, The
Correct.
goose hurts your soul to a deeper meaning of like,
Yeah.
am I built for you know what I mean? Like you kind of
Am I
look yourself in the
chalked?
mirror. Yeah, I'm 0 for 5.
Am
I
I
couldn't
checked?
I couldn't just get one to go through the bucket. Um yeah, I mean there were some pretty easy ones. Like I just felt like the Texans, I didn't think that they're great, but I just looked at the Dolphins and like I think their record against teams that are over 500 is like 2-16 or
Mhm.
something. Like, okay, you're losing there.
Yeah. Should
Lions,
have been
however,
closer than it was. Yeah, the Lions game was a fucking bang out.
their defense is hurting.
Yeah, and they literally they
Yeah,
can't. No one's
they can't
playing.
field the team.
They can barely field a team out there. I mean, Jared Goff still threw for about 500. Didn't start him. Wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, Caleb's Casa kinda I don't know what you did to Caleb's Casa, but, like, the Casa sent everything we had
Yeah, the
apparently.
Casa was it was jumping.
Yeah, we were
The
bumping a
Casa
bit.
was jumping. They were playing swag surf. They were fucking doing the whole thing.
Yeah.
So there wasn't an iteration of my squad that would have been able to match the Casa. So
There was no world where the
there was
Casa
no
was to
world
be
where
matched.
I win that. So I mean, that's just how it goes. Sometimes you just get GG'd. I knew it was bad when you had 190 and Jay Jettis hadn't played yet. I was like, okay, this isn't good. I
You're like,
fear we're
"Maybe he
chalked.
gives them -15."
Yeah, yeah, and obviously Chargers got boat race. You got like every Bucks player that's ever played
Yep.
football.
Yep,
It was
got them all in
GH.
there. Yep.
It was GH. Lamar's Lamar.
Yeah, Lamar is
Giants can't put up a fight.
unbelievable. No. I don't even know who they have at quarterback. Have you heard so Tim Boyle was their quarterback to end the game. Have you
Yep.
heard Tim Boyle's stats in college? Like,
He's like one of the worst quarterbacks. I don't know how he's like.
why is he
He's
still in
just
the league?
because he's a good guy.
He just keeps I swear it's probably the New York connection because I keep seeing him in like the Jets and then the Giants and then the
Yeah,
Jets and then the Giants. Like, we just keep this guy around. Like, we couldn't go get I don't even know. We couldn't get Tyler Huntley back out there, give him another chance. I mean,
I guess not.
feel like actually that probably went really bad. That's probably
Yeah,
I think that was the last NFL bet I threw for the year, and it's for good reason.
yeah. You're good after that. Yeah, I
I
mean
think
there
it's
isn't much defense going on with the Bills or the Lions, so that could
yeah,
be a little bit of a detriment to them as we get later in the year when
need
defenses
a little
kind of start
defense.
dialing in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I go my 50-50 with the Seahawks every week. This week they failed me. Guess who's back on the picks for this week? And guess who I'm going with?
Seahawks
Spoiler
are
alert.
going
I'm
back.
going with the Seahawks. I'm going right back to the well.
Yeah,
They're about a 50-50 ball club. And
yeah.
they actually play well. Are they at home again? They are at home. Shit. They're
Are they?
shit at home.
So I'm actually pretty happy with that the Packers pick because like I literally called the game plan out and it's fun. It's nice for one time for a team to actually do what they're supposed to do. I said it
Yeah.
was going to be a steady diet of Jacobs on the ground.
Oh yeah. And it
The
was.
first possession, I think it was 8 plays, all of them went to Jacobs for a touchdown. Like,
Yeah.
that's the way it has to be. You get the guy in, he's a generational talent, you get him the rock, you get the defense on their heels, and now we
Bada
go.
bing, bada boom.
Absolutely. Now, if you're saying I expected them to win by 17, I am not going to say that, but I liked minus 2.5.
Sure.
Plus, I didn't know they were coming out with the all white unis too.
I
That doesn't
know. If I would have
change
known,
shit.
I got to start looking at colorways and combos like 2 days before and just seeing what we got because
I'm
boy,
gonna need whatever combo they had for the Vikings. I'm gonna need every team to have that.
I know it's sweet.
That is unbelievable. That's what I knew. Like I thought about sitting Jettas out of respect for the Bula Ballers, but
No,
the uniform he came
you had
out
to do
with,
it.
I had to let him. I had to let
You
him
had
play.
no choice.
Let the horses run.
It just had to be done.
Now, the fact that I'm fucking dragging Marvin Harrison Jr., who's supposed to be one of the best prospects in the last generation, kicking and screaming in the playoffs is a little bit problematic. So if you
Yep,
could kick
just a
that
tad.
midget in the head for me, I would
Okay.
appreciate it. Don't get the damn ball to 18.
Sure. Sure.
I haven't really watched all their games now that I think about it. I've
I don't
tried
either.
to like lock in, but like they're not prime time
I
all the
don't like
time.
watching them. I can't lie.
I don't understand their offensive scheme. Like it
Are they
doesn't.
7-7?
Yeah.
Falcons are really 7-7 and are going to the
Going
pennant
to the
show,
well.
man. Going to the penis show, and I don't mind it at all. Right
No.
when I get bounced in my freaking dynasty league where I stashed him for $1, now he's starting, and I got eliminated by Kyle in the first round.
Oh,
So
thanks for
that
nothing,
kinda pissed me
Falcons.
off a little bit. I'm only in one semifinal still. It's
I
in the
mean,
Yahoo 2 QB league, so we'll see how that goes.
is AR still starting for you?
No, that's the one where I have, my 2
Josh
quarterbacks are
Allen?
Josh Allen and Jared
Yeah.
Goff.
You'll be doing all right. Those boys
So
gave you 100 piece.
is it Josh Allen? Yeah, I got Josh Allen and Jared Goff. I had Stephon Diggs, he's on IR.
Yeah.
Evan Ingram was my tight end, he's on IR.
Yeah.
So my starting lineup is Josh Allen, Jordan Addison, Amari Cooper, Jahmyr Gibbs, Hunter Henry, Ray McLeod, and Jared Goff.
Ray
But
might get you
I've
a couple.
the past 2 weeks, I've been able to start Charbonnet, which
Yeah,
has been
Sharp.
nice, but this week I don't think so. And then I have, like, Tyler Lockett, who just hasn't done shit all year.
I feel like Tyler is always like your lock. Like you always get him on your squad, and he does. He's like
He
a
normally does. This year he's
ceiling of like
been
10, but consistent 10.
this year he's been bad. The last 5 games he hasn't scored over 5 points, so
Yeah, I think
not very good.
I think
It would have
Smith and
been nice
Jigba's
if I
taking
had
over.
Stephon Diggs still, but I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Eagles won. Didn't hit though. I thought it'd be a close game. I guess I don't know. Eagles are good. That's all I'll say, really. I mean,
I'm gonna need B Stu to hammer you in the fucking comments because he's coming after you. I don't know if you saw him
no, he
start
did.
off.
No, he
Oh,
he
okay. He
texted
let you
me.
have it.
He was like, how could you? I'm like, I think the Eagles win by 3. He was like, okay, never mind.
Oh, okay.
I
We
was like,
cleared it up.
yeah.
We
So we
it
cleared the air very fast, but he just saw the he could only his mind is
Yeah,
limited.
he
You
didn't
know,
see that minus
he didn't
5 and
see
a
the
half.
bigger picture. I said, I'm just
Okay.
going spread here. I think the Eagles
Yeah.
win. If you're asking me money line, I say Eagles win. Now, I didn't think they'd win by 14 or whatever it was. That was
That was it was
I
a
wasn't
showing.
expecting that, and a 10-minute drive to end the game. Couldn't really watch much of the game because I was at the old function, so that was
It's always
unfortunate. But
great.
it was on my phone. But trying my best. And of course, the only game on the TV was the Bills Lions. So at least that was a
Shocking.
fun watch though. So can't be too
It
mad
is a
at
good
that.
watch.
And then Chargers got boat raced. That's about all you can say about that one.
Yeah, I mean,
Got the shit kicked out of them.
I think this Buccaneers team is pretty good. Like, I don't think
I
they're
don't really
great
know.
because of their health, but like, I don't know what to think of them all the time.
They're just hot and
But I
cold.
think, yeah, I just think they're gonna make it out of that division,
Because
which isn't saying much.
they did beat the shit out of the Chargers, so that's a good win. But then their 3 games before that was Giants, Panthers, Raiders.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't know what this team. Obviously, they beat the Eagles early. They beat the Lions early.
Yeah.
But they have like the talent. It's just at the end of the day, it is Baker.
Yeah. How far can Baker
It's
carry
like,
you?
is Baker taking you to an NFC championship? Maybe.
I don't know. Is he
Like,
taking me to the championship?
can they win
Maybe.
that division? For sure. They don't have to. They end with Cowboys, Panthers, Saints. So they just win out and you win the division.
Yeah.
So that's all you got to do. They can't lose one game though, and the Falcons win out because they will not win that division.
You know how happy I am to hear Baker Mayfield say that he's thinking about Mike Evans' 1,000-yard receiving season than him.
Yeah.
I just know he's getting force-fed the rock.
Oh yeah.
Makes you feel good for the playoffs.
But
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the Eagles to win by 14, but I did expect them to win by a touchdown.
Mhm.
The 10-minute drive at the end was great. I had my friends texting me and were like, "What should I throw for the bet for this game?" And I said I would throw AJ Brown anytime touchdown and AJ Brown over in yards. And they said you're fucking crazy. And so I had to remind them. The over under I think was 82 yards, and I
Mhm.
sent my buddy a text and I said, "Hey, AJ Brown,
There you go.
86 yards, smiley face, AJ
Sure.
Brown touchdown, hit like nothing." Now, if I probably could have done that better if I wanted to. I haven't bet much. It hasn't felt the same since we went to Vegas, and like I
Facts.
actually could bet on the game,
All I'm gonna say
not
is,
shitter stats.
you know what's looking pretty good right now. I don't know if I can see this thing right here. Oh,
Nope,
black.
blacked out. Yeah. Trying to
I don't know
read
if
it
you
as
can
best I
see.
can. I can't see shit. You see Eagles to the bird, Eagles to the
Eagles to
ball.
win the Super Bowl. Right now, obviously, if you took it now,
Wow.
because they're one of the favorites. Let's see, NFL Super Bowl odds
What are the Rams at right now? I
on
thought about taking
FanDuel.
on them. I should have. They could make it.
The Eagles are plus 480, so 100 to win 480. The Rams are plus 34 hunch, so
Oh, okay.
100 to win 3,400. So I threw 100 on the Eagles, but that was back when they were plus 1200. So this is
A little
$100 to win 1,200, and right now they're at 480. So I'm in a good spot. I'm feeling good about the ticket. Like right where I got the Eagles at the beginning of the year is like where the Packers Vikings are right now.
Yeah.
So I'm
Got 'em in a good
feeling
spot.
good. That would be nice if that hit. That's all I'll say. Definitely was better than the Miller Moss Heisman fucking
Well,
battle. That's for sure.
it was looking good after one game. It really was. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That
shit
team,
was
we've said it so many times. Like that team felt like, hey, we know
felt
what we're
good.
doing. You know what I mean? Like,
Felt fun.
because you think about
Gotta
it, okay,
think.
down the stretch looking back, we've been shit in late time game decisions. But that
Mm-hmm.
first game, we made every great late game
Made all the
decision.
plays. Yeah.
So I don't understand what the hell changed.
Yeah.
You can make them against LSU, but
It
you
was just
can't make them
yeah.
against the Terps.
Correct.
You can't make them against
Penn State. It was the Penn State one. The Penn State one chalked it all. It was over. If they would have beat Penn State,
they had a chance.
you have 2 losses. Let's go on a run here. Everyone's still invested. You just beat a massive win. Should have beat them. Then you lose, and you're checked.
Literally had it in the palm of your hand, like right here. It was right there.
Right, enough
All
about
we had to
that.
do was stop 44. Yep, that's good.
Yeah. 44 got a Heisman vote, by the way. One first place vote. Tyler Warren, somehow. I don't know who voted. I want to meet the guy who voted for him to be the Heisman. And like, what are you thinking? Like, what was his criteria for that? Like,
how many snaps did he play?
Yeah, what was the snap count?
What was the snap count? We'll get to that. I got my opinions on that one.
All right, we'll go to top 10.
The boys made it.
The boys are in at 9 from I think from 8 up.
You could interchange. I could agree with that.
From 8 up is I have it broken down like this: 1 through 4, 5 through 8, 9 through like 12. There's like a team. There's like 12 teams. There's like you could throw the Commanders in there.
You could.
Like the Chargers could hang around in there. Like Rams, Broncos, Texans, Bucks, Commanders, Chargers are kind of all just vibing out. And I think the Rams are better. They just have more talent than all the other teams. I still think I don't believe in the Texans and the Bucks that much, but the Texans have like the second most talent. So like that's why I still kind of like them. Like at the end of the day, are the Broncos? How far are they going with Bo Nix at quarterback? Like
I'm more so worried that they can't establish a run game.
We're gonna find out tonight.
Yeah, they better run that rock, man.
We're gonna find out tonight.
You can't have your rookie quarterback having to throw for 350 every
Yeah,
game,
but Birds at 1. I mean,
I respect it.
Basically because of the Lions' loss. I mean, you could maybe argue Bills at 1 too, but
they got smoked by the Ravens, so it just didn't feel right.
Yeah, so it's just like you could like on record wise, you could be like, well, the Chiefs had the best record. They did lose to the Bills. Bills beat the Lions. Ipso facto.
Get your ass down.
Do the math on that. Steelers, like Steelers, Vikings, Ravens, Packers. They all feel like the same team almost. Like if those guys played like a 4-team like round robin into a bracket, like they'd all end up 2-2. They just like
and now we're just screwed.
The Steelers would beat the Ravens and the Packers would beat the Vikings, but then the Vikings would beat the Steelers, but then the Ravens would beat the Packers, and then they would just like go in an endless loop for the rest of time. Yeah, that's how I feel about those 4 teams.
Holy shit, that would be an insane round robin. They're 2-2 again. Here we
go. They're 2-2, and now we're going into a double Elam bracket. But then the Ravens are 3-3 now. Now there's 3 losses. It's just fucked. Like it would go on forever. There would never be a winner. They'd be like 10-10 against each other.
Just chalk the season. Screw it. I'm not doing it anymore.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, there are some big time games this weekend though that can shake this thing up.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see. Any thoughts? Any other input? It's kind of been pretty stable.
I think
the top 8 has been stable for the past like 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, I would say the only big surprise I'm seeing in the top 10 so far. Well, I'm gonna say for the top 5 Eagles, I expected to be really good just on like the talent that they kept from last year. You
Mhm.
get Saquon Barkley with the best offensive line. Like naturally, you have to be a better football team. The Bills came out of nowhere because everyone was writing them off, saying they lost Stephon Diggs. But
Yeah.
I just thought like Josh Allen is better than just one
Josh
player.
Allen is just him, bro.
The throws he was making are
He's
unbelievable.
just him. There's not
The
much else you could
Lions,
say.
the Lions are a very good football team, but I was saying in the beginning of the year, like when the Rams first played them, I said they break you down, but how long can they do that before it breaks themselves down?
Yeah.
And now it's kind of showing itself. Like if you're a physical football team, eventually you're gonna feel it.
Yeah.
Um, I think they have great talent. I mean, you know my thoughts on Jared Goff as far as he can take you. That's
Take it.
just
He can take you to it, but I don't know if he can win it.
he can't win it for you.
Yeah.
Not saying you can't win it with him, but just don't expect him to win it.
To be the reason. Yeah.
Yeah, your defense is gonna have to make some plays. I mean, it's just gonna have to be like that. Chiefs, I did not expect this many injuries to come from them. Um, I'm not looking into the Mahomes injury. I've seen that guy. They
Yeah.
shoot him up
No,
with
he'll be.
Toradol. He'll
Oh
be
yeah.
fine.
He's gonna
He'll
be
be
just
moving
fine.
and grooving.
He's gonna
I
be.
wouldn't mind seeing Carson Wentz play next week. That
I
would be
know.
pretty fun.
It'd be pretty electric.
Steelers are always just kind of a good franchise. I mean, they're usually 500 this year. They just throw the ball deep to Pickens. So when you don't have Pickens, they just can't do that.
Yeah.
Um, Vikings, I mean, I said in the beginning of the season, I think Sam Darnold's a pretty damn good quarterback. I think he'll do pretty well in that system with Jay Jettas. I don't think he's thrown to a receiver that good in his tenure in the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I think about it, he was super excited to throw to Adam Thielen when he was in his 30s when he went to Carolina. So
Mhm.
thinking it's pretty good. Ravens, doing their thing. Packers. The Rams are pretty much where I thought they were supposed to be the whole year. Like when they
Yeah.
are healthy, this is the team I expected. A top 10 team. Not saying we're cracking the top 5 yet, but like we're in a pretty good spot. And
Sometimes it
it's
just
only
takes them a
fitting.
while to get there. Yeah.
It's only fitting. I'd rather be 9 with old 9 behind the line. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Old
Sure.
slinging Stafford. The Broncos were kind of a surprise. The defense is better than I thought. I don't think anyone expected Nick Bonito to be Bonito.
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 I'm feeling very bonita.
Really very bonito. Um, if they can just get a consistent run game, I think they can move up a little further. But
I
until they
mean, if
get
they
that, I'm
if
still
they
just gonna
win
ride
this
it.
game, they're basically in tonight. Because
I
even if
think
they
so.
lose the
Yeah.
last two, they're 10-7. That probably gets you in, right? I don't know what all the tiebreakers look like, but I
Let's
know
see.
they're the 6th seed as. Yeah, no, they're in. They're actually in if they win.
Winning, you're in.
Yeah, because they could only go to 7 losses, which would be, um, yeah, it'd be more. I think if the Chargers win, I don't think technically they're in yet.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 9-6.
Yeah, they like just like
Right
can the Colts
through.
or the Dolphins or anyone. The Colts would be the team that could do it.
I think they're dead. I
You think
fear.
so? But
I
think
fear they
listen to who
died.
they play their next 3 games. Titans, Giants, Jags. If there's
I'm.
any chance for you to get
Does
for you
Brian
to
Thomas just close the door?
maybe, but like if there's one team that like okay, can you finish 9-8? Like the Dolphins have to play the Niners, Browns, Jets. I mean, that's not too bad either, honestly. The Niners could still be tough cuz the Niners are still fighting. And then the Bengals have to play Browns, Broncos, Steelers. That's probably the hardest path. If you're the Broncos, you win and you're in. If you're the Chargers, if you win, you're basically in. Even if you lose, you probably win your last 2, which is Patriots, Raiders. But it would be a Chargers way to end the year if they lose to the Broncos and then lose to the Raiders on the last day. That would be a Chargers way to go out for sure, and they end
How
9 and
bad that
8.
would hurt in any. Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I'll be a dagger to that
be pretty
regular
hilarious.
fucking
Though, I can't lie.
Brett. Just praying on his downfall.
It should be pretty
Sure.
funny. Sure. And
I would
somehow
like
the
to see
Saints aren't
Cincy
dead
make it.
at 5-9.
How does that work? What's their path look
Because
like?
if they win out,
Mm-hmm.
which is Packers, Raiders, Bucks, and then the Bucks lose out, they're both 8-9, and then the tiebreakers could go their way. But that means the Bucks would have to lose to the Cowboys, the Panthers, and the Saints. Not
I mean,
sure
they're
that's
saying
gonna.
Kamara's out, so I think it's probably chalk.
Yeah, I'd say it's chalk too.
Rattler starting good, but Kamara's out yet.
Yeah, so there you go. I mean, we're kind of already previewing it. We might as well go over to here's the picks.
Let's see what the week
Here's what
looks
we
like.
got.
Got a nice little Thursday matchup. We got a lot of head-to-heads.
Yeah, we threw the Thursday
nice.
matchup in here, so when this thing goes live, obviously, we're talking about this on Thursday. So
Yeah, we're doing this on
yeah,
Thursday.
we got out of okay. The graphic might come out on Friday, but we're not some scumbags. I
Well,
promise.
in certain areas.
Yeah, but in this, we take this serious.
Right.
I'm gonna ride with the Chargers.
Okay.
I
Ride with
think
the
they
boat.
win probably by 3. Got it at
Okay.
2.5. I
Okay.
think there's nothing better than when you get boat raced on a Sunday to have to turn around and just instantly get back to playing ball. So I think that will help them.
Mhm.
But yeah, I just think this is a low scoring game. Dicker the kicker probably wins it on a field goal. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay. Dicker the kicker walk off. I'm kind of thinking the Chargers pretty much got destroyed by the Bucks defense. The Bucks defense isn't the greatest. Broncos defense one of the best in the league. I think Broncos shut down the run. Then you got is Ladd playing tonight? Is he gonna be running on Surtain?
I'm not sure.
Is that what's going on?
Is the
Because if so,
lad?
he's gonna have a tough night for the Ladd.
I don't see him on the
Easton
inactive.
Stick is inactive. Good.
I don't see him on the inactive, so I think
don't.
I think the lad's just fine.
So the Ladd is gonna get a
Yep.
one-way ticket to Surtain Island, huh? I don't like those matchups coming out there. Do I think Quentin Johnson is going to catch the rock very well tonight? No. And I don't really have a reason for that. I think that's just going to be his downfall. Like I think he's going to get a lot of wide open shots, and I think the moment's going to be too big for him, pissing down his leg, miss the ball. I think the Broncos come out of there with like a touchdown victory, a little 7-pointer.
Sure.
Could I see a field goal win? Sure. I just don't. If I had to pick what's going to break first, the Broncos defense or the Chargers offense, I think the Chargers offense breaks.
Okay. I think they're breaking.
I think mentally we're going to see a lot of things going down on the sidelines.
Yeah, they beat them earlier this year, but that was a long time ago. It's about 10 games ago. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 games ago, yeah. Chargers really haven't beaten I mean, I guess they beat the Broncos. That'd be their best win. Their next best win is over the 6-8 Bengals. So,
they need this one for
sure. Played a team they've lost, basically. They lost to the Steelers. They lost to the Chiefs twice. Lost to the Cardinals, who are 7-7. Lost to the Ravens. Lost to the Bucks, who are 8-6. So, like, whenever they played a team with a winning record, besides that early Broncos game, they lose. So, they need to get one because they're going to end the year with Patriots and Raiders. So,
Yeah, I'm looking at that. At Patriots isn't as easy as people think this late.
Oh, yeah.
It's late in the season.
It'll be cold over there.
It'll be very cold. This Kyler Murray, how cold is it supposed to be? 30. Shit.
Sure. Yeah, over to Chiefs Texans. You're rolling with the Texans, huh?
Yeah, I think
taking some points. You think Chiefs still win by 3 though?
I think the Chiefs could win by 3. Honestly, I could see a world where the Texans get this one. Like I think the Chiefs offense is so decimated right now. I mean, I just think the Texans need to make a play and they could win this.
Yeah.
But do I think that the Chiefs could win just not by 4? Yeah, I don't think they cover. They covered last week. They haven't covered all year, so we're just gonna not they haven't covered all year. They've more than likely not covered. So I'm gonna roll with the Texans. Plus, it makes it a little more fun. I'm tired of being on the Chiefs bandwagon. God damn it.
Yeah, it's fair. I mean,
it's boring.
I think it could be a close game. I think if the Chiefs win this, technically they don't lock it up because the Bills could still get that 1 seed because the Bills end with Patriots, Jets, Patriots. So the Chiefs would have to go 1-2 in their last 3. I think they go 2-1. They do play some tougher games. Obviously, they'll play the Steelers. They'll go to Pittsburgh and they'll go to Denver, which Denver probably should have beat them already this year. But so have a lot of teams, and they haven't found a way. So there's that.
Yeah.
Speaking of Steelers, I'm going with the point. I'm telling you, there's something about Steelers Ravens. Those fuckers just can't. Like the Ravens could win this time, but it's always it's always tight. So I just think 6.5. Steelers coming off a loss. Mike Tomlin's, he's not losing 2 in a row. And even if he does, it's not going to be a blowout. I don't think they lose by 7 points. I think they lose by 3 or 4, if anything. I think it could be low scoring, maybe like a 20. I was going to say 28-24. It's not like the most low scoring, but that's what I'm feeling.
I feel like this is the game where the Ravens really want to show, like Lamar wants to show, okay, I'm out of this whole.
They say we're not
Like,
fucking around.
yeah, I think Lamar just says, all right, like everyone's doubting. I mean, the fact that he went up to New York, not saying they're a great football team, but threw 5 touchdown passes, and everyone's
Mm-hmm.
like, well, it's against the Giants. I'm like, well, not everyone's doing it.
Yeah.
So I think Lamar is really, because he said his mama told him that, there were a lot of running chances he didn't take care of when he was
Mm-hmm.
playing against Pittsburgh. I think he's going to capitalize on those.
Sure.
So I know it's a division game. I think they win by a score. I don't know that I don't foresee a blowout, but if you're telling me that Bateman is going to be giving you 2 touchdowns and like 100 yards, and that's not even accounting for what Zay Flowers is going to do, I mean, that's
Yeah.
sign me up.
Sure.
Lamar's been going crazy this year. And then you add in Derrick Henry. I think they're going to get a steady diet of Henry. I don't know. I just think the Ravens win this one and they split.
I could see it. I mean, it's not the craziest take I've seen, for sure.
I don't think I've seen in a while where the Steelers or the Ravens have swept each other in a series. I feel like it always goes 1-1.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it could. I agree with you. I still think it'll be within a touchdown, though.
That's fine.
That's what I'm counting on.
And then you're going back to the well with the boys, huh?
You talking about the Seahawks?
Yeah,
I'm
you're
going back to
the
that
well.
+3. I'm just seeing that +3 pop up, and I'm like, you know what?
Give me the 3.
Let me take that. I think the Vikings are due to like
Little shit.
they're due
bet here.
for a loss. I feel like I don't know if they're as good as their record shows. I mean, they're not trolling, but I think they're due for one. And the Seahawks have been so up and down this year. I think let me go to the Seahawks schedule.
Is Geno
like they'll win
starting?
3, they'll lose 3, they'll win 1, lose 2, win 4. He plans to play.
All right.
Says. I wish they were on the road low key because they've been playing good on the road. At home is where they've been struggling.
Yeah, I don't know because they've struggled at home. Geno is in pick season where he is just red zone picks, and this Vikings defense loves to mix up the looks like crazy. And I mean, I don't think there's anyone in Seattle's secondary that can go stride for stride with Jefferson. Like,
Yeah,
that's just
fair.
not something they got in their repertoire.
Tariq Woolen will get cooked.
Yeah.
He's athletic, but he's a bonehead. So
yeah, he likes to bite on a lot of double moves, and
JJ
likes to do a lot of double moves.
Sure.
Is there a chance that the Vikings could throw back out the little ice uniforms again? Can we just keep?
I don't know if they'll go back to back on those, so that could be their downfall here.
Could be.
They should just run that every time.
Oh, every game, even if it's a home game, run that. Like, let's just keep those going.
Yeah, Geno was a full participant on Wednesday, so
perfect. That helps me out. Yeah, I feel more comfortable in the Vikings pick that Geno's.
That's fair.
And I just don't know like how effective is Walker going to be. Like he's always been questionable. Like it's kind of tough. Like he has one game where he just goes crazy, and then the next 3 he's just like questionable. Or he's got a rib injury, he's got a hip. Like, so I don't know. I just think the Seattle team, I think they were like feeling the hype of being the top of the division, and then they lost a couple, and it's just like I feel like the air is going to kind of shoot out of the balloon.
Yeah.
I've been hearing like Smith and Jigba and DK are at odds because DK's pissed that he's becoming wide receiver 1, and it's like
someone's always
fighting
pissed about something.
Yeah, if you're fighting in the locker room, things aren't great. So,
and I almost Minnesota. Onto the Birds. I almost went with Commanders plus the 3.5.
Oh,
because there's always a Philly Commanders game that is the most trolly shit that you've ever seen in your whole life. But I think that's low key what happened in the first game, and people just didn't really peep it. Like that game was 7-3 at half.
Yeah.
And it was like 10-6 going into the fourth, and then it was just like Eagles score twice, and then a fumble, and then Eagles score again. and then it was 26-10, and then the Commanders kind of backdoored to make it an 8-point game.
Yeah.
But it's in Washington, which is just the worst stadium ever. Like, fucking people are
Hoop pipes
falling
are
on Jalen
breaking.
Hurts, and like, there's just always some bullshit that happens there when the Commanders go against the Eagles. So I wouldn't be surprised if this was like a to the end, like how it was 2 years or last year when like the Eagles literally had to stop an overtime, like fucking 2-point conversion and shit, or whatever it was. But I think, which would be crazy, I think the Birds are gonna end this thing 15-2. And if
Pretty good.
they go 15, there's a world where they go 15-2 and they're not the number 1 seed. How
That's a
insane would
sick
that
world.
be? That's a
That's a
sick.
sick world.
That'd be such a sick world because I
15
think
and
we're
2.
playing like, yeah, it's like unless the Vikings beat the, yeah, I mean, I don't know how it'll break down with Minnesota. Say Minnesota wins out, and then they're 15-2. Like, you're looking at 15-2, 15-2. Obviously, the Lions would then be 14-3 if they lost to the Vikings, but I don't know how that would play out. But I think the Eagles had a Week 5 bye, so I think they're kind of playing hard for this 1 seed so they could get the second bye, for their season, which would be great. And then you get home field throughout, but we'll see what happens. So I think they're going to keep the foot on the pedal.
I feel pretty good if the playoffs have to go through the link. You should feel pretty good as an Eagles fan.
Oh yeah, always feeling good when it's going through the link. I think the Vikings will definitely lose a game. They're playing Seahawks, Packers, Lions to end the year.
Yeah, they're dropping either Packers or Lions.
The
one of
question
those
is,
going
do the
down.
Lions lose? Because they're playing Bears, Niners. Might not, and then it's like if you
I
lose to
don't
the
think so.
Vikings last game, maybe. But I don't know if they would at that point if they're playing for the 1 seed. So we'll see.
Yeah,
We gonna see.
we will
Those are the
see.
picks, though.
You degenerates, get your gambling out there.
All right,
Well,
I think
except for
it's
the Thursday
time
one.
we make a bracket.
Let's do this.
I'll share my screen.
Do this shit. Sure, get rid of that.
This will be a collaborative bracket. Obviously, you can make your own we can give our own input, but here we go.
Aspen.
On the Aspen, starting off, Clemson versus Texas.
All right, you know where I lean on this.
You leaning Dabo?
I'm leaning Dabo backdoor.
You're leaning backdoor Dabo? I want to say backdoor Dabo. The only problem is
Quinn Ewers starting for Texas?
Yeah, he is.
That's
But is Clemson going to be able to score, really? That's my thing.
I think Klubnik might be able to. I think their rushing game is pretty good. I think it's underrated. I got in a whole argument with Papa Greer on this one.
I'm just not sure if like Texas is as bad as people think they are right now because they just lost twice to Georgia, and that just could be their like boogeyman. It's like how Bama played Georgia and Georgia tweaks. Like it could just be the same thing, and then they'll like the thing I'm worried about is we're like, man, Clemson coming in hot, and then Texas wins like 31-14. You're like, oh yeah,
they're coming. Okay.
Yeah, like it's like, oh okay, these guys were actually shit. They lost 31-3 against Georgia first game of the year.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm leaning Texas.
Okay.
At home, playoff game. Now, if you were to give me points for Clemson, I think I'm taking those.
Okay.
Like if it's what is it, plus something? I'll
Let's
pull it
see,
up right now.
Let's see. Pull it up here. It is minus 12. Yeah, give me.
Yeah, I'd take a plus
12.
But I don't know if I'd take them to win. I'll go Clemson or I'll go Texas unless you're like
Texas.
really.
I'm more
hardcore Texas than you're hardcore Clemson. I think.
Yeah, you could talk me into Texas. I just think Quinn Ewers. I've seen enough of him in the big
You just
game.
think there's something about it.
He just doesn't have it, and I don't think he ever will.
Well, I know where you're leaning on this one, on this Tennessee. Ohio State. I know you're leaning Tennessee.
I'm winning them balls.
It's basically can they run the ball or not?
I think it's if Ohio State can get out of their own way. Like I think they're so like white knuckling it that like
they're gonna try too hard.
Yeah, because it's like we got the roster, we got everything. It's at home, like we just can't lose,
and they're gonna blow it.
Yeah, and I just think this.
But do you think Tennessee's the team for them to blow it to? Like Tennessee will put up points, but in the SEC they only average like 25 a game or something like that I was seeing. So that does shrink a little bit. Ohio State's defense is obviously good, but how's their run defense? That's the thing that, like,
That's
if
what I'm curious
Tennessee
about.
can still run the rock, then then Ohio State could be screwed.
And if Samson gets going, man, it'll be a
Yeah, because
long
Tennessee
night.
doesn't do a lot throwing still, but
No, when they do though, they air that bitch out because their quarterback just likes to rip that thing like he's throwing it 100 miles an hour.
the team.
Yeah, they're top 10 rushing offense, top 15 points.
Trying to look for stats.
Their
The team
defense points against it was 13.9.
defense
So they're tied
rushing.
fourth.
You know who the best? I'm gonna get to this. I won't spoil actually, but Ohio State is top. Ohio State and Tennessee are about the same, rush defense wise. Ohio State averages 2.8 yards a rush and just under 100 yards. But it just depends. It's like Tennessee's godlike at rushing. So
Yeah,
there is that. Tennessee averages 230 yards a game
on
in
the
the
ground or just
SEC
total?
on the ground, just on the ground. They average more on the ground by 2 yards than they do throwing. I don't mind going Tennessee if you're.
Since we went with your Texas pick, let's roll with
Let's do it.
Tennessee.
Let's do it. All right, SMU Penn State. God, I want to so bad, but I don't know if I can.
I'm feeling SMU. I don't trust Aller.
I'm feeling it, but like I don't know if I believe it. Like
You don't believe it?
I don't know if I believe it'll happen because they're going white out. They're going daytime white out.
Did you see that they're selling tickets for like $20 a pop?
I did see
Because
that.
they gotta fill it out.
It just feels like it's like we pick SMU, right? And
Pick
then
the
it's
horses.
like they lose by like 17. You're like, oh yeah, well, should have probably known that one, huh?
Probably got it. I don't know. I've been seeing the interviews with Penn State's head coach, and like he is just so fucking
Fuck it,
like
I'm down. I'm down.
nervous.
I'm down to root for SMU.
Yeah, right. Let them Colts run. You know.
And I know where I'm going because the stat
Yeah.
that I found out today. You know what the number one rush defense is in the country? The Indiana Hoosiers.
You're going Hoosiers
They got the number
against
one rush
touchdown Jesus.
because here's what I think, right? Notre Dame, they've played shitters all year.
Yeah.
The one team that's got some athletes and can do something that they played is USC, and USC dropped 500 yards of offense and 35 points on them. Granted, they ran for however much they wanted to against USC. But on the flip side, in USC's run defense non-existent. Indiana number one rush defense in
Who
the
have they
country.
played? Who have they played that's running? They had one of the easiest schedules in the country.
I mean, so did Notre Dame though. It's not like Notre Dame was playing fucking SMU and like real teams either.
Yeah, but I'm looking at who I'm just thinking for the rush defense stats. Like, okay, this is Indiana's the teams they would have that's rushing against them.
Michigan.
FIU, Western Illinois, UCLA, Charlotte, Maryland, Northwestern, Nebraska.
I mean,
Like
they
maybe
played
Michigan and Ohio
they played
State you could
Michigan. They
even.
held them to. This is my thing. They played Michigan, held them to 2 yards rushing average. USC held Michigan to
We didn't
6
hold
yards a
them.
carry and 300 yards. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I think that they'll do a bit. And then we saw what obviously Notre Dame did to USC.
Yeah.
Same thing as what a Michigan did to USC. Ipso facto, Indiana could do to Notre Dame what they did to Michigan. That's what I'm not saying that's why I would pick Indiana per se, but
Yeah.
I do think there's a world where Notre Dame absolutely shits themselves. Like Indiana goes down the field, scores a touchdown, they get fucking stuffed 3 and out, and then you're like, wait, what the hell is going on here?
So they white knuckle it. They just get a little tight.
This would be my favorite white knuckle pick of these guys shitting themselves is Notre Dame. Because they're the ones that have shown that they'll lose to a team that's not good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Texas has lost twice to Georgia. All right, whatever. Ohio State has lost to Oregon and I guess Michigan. That's just kind of rivalry thing. Penn State has lost to teams that are good. Like Notre Dame lost to Northern Illinois, and you know what they did? They stopped the run and they ran the fucking rock. I don't know. Like I still could see Notre Dame running for 800 yards, but
Yeah, I don't think anyone can stop Love. That's the thing. And it's gonna be a cold, cold game. Like it's gonna be a
yeah,
whiteout.
but they're both in
Snow.
Indiana, so I don't think that'll be like the end all be all. I'm gonna look at.
I just think Notre Dame gets one.
Can they get one? I'll go with it. I'll
I
go with
think
it, but I
they
would not
do.
be surprised.
I'm not gonna root for them. I'll tell you that much. But
I hear that.
I think they'll get the win.
All right, back to the top. Texas ASU.
If we're going there, it's Texas. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I
been
mean,
nice scatterboo. It just.
it's been a good run.
Yeah, you just come on.
You get Oregon in a Rose Bowl.
I mean, you got to go to the
I
Ducks.
mean,
But I
it's
wouldn't be
Oregon.
surprised if Tennessee kept it close. But
I think it's Oregon in a Rose Bowl. Just like that's free. Then this is the fucking game of the century here.
oh my
SMU,
god,
Boise State.
I want to go with Genty so bad.
I feel like if they beat Penn State, they'll beat
I
Boise
think
State.
so too. I
You
think whatever
know?
team wins that one. I think Boise's kind of in a consolation place. Like you're
Yeah.
here, but like whoever wins that game is gonna win.
I'm down to go SMU, and then it's Georgia. There's no way Georgia loses to Notre Dame.
I see what
Notre
you're
Dame's
saying,
not
bro.
getting
The
to. There's just
quarterback for Georgia's tough.
yeah, but so for Notre Dame, he's a shitter too.
Riley Leonard.
Yeah, he's not like he's like slinging the. I honestly think Notre Dame,
What is that guy doing?
like in Georgia, will put 9 people in the box, and it's just a different world.
Dude, yeah. I mean, Riley Leonard, we talk shit on him. He's quietly got over 2,000 passing yards, 16
Yeah,
touchdowns,
but
and 5
they played
picks.
Navy.
Yeah.
He threw like all of those against Navy, I think.
How many do you
Navy
have
and
against Navy?
Army.
I love the fact that I click on the matchup and the first thing that pops up from ESPN, why Feinbaum isn't buying Indiana's Cinderella run. He just loves to hate. If it ain't SEC, he don't want it.
No facts. That is facts.
But it is Georgia. Like
It's Georgia. It's
Georgia's
Georgia.
defense is good.
And then Oregon, Texas.
I think Oregon gets it.
Or
If
is it
there's a year for Oregon to win the national title, it's this
is
year.
it Oregon, Georgia? I mean,
Yeah, I don't think the horses run through that.
and is it do they is
I
this
think
the
Oregon wins
ultimate
this one.
revenge for Dan Lanning?
I think so because I don't think the backup quarterback, unless he's going to be Cardell Jones, is just going to all of a sudden carry them to a chip.
I hear that. How many points? I think it'll be 35 to I don't know. Will Georgia score that much? 35-24.
35-24. I could go
What's
with
the
that.
math on that? That's 59 points.
Yeah.
59.
I thought you had to go one by one click. I'm like, oh, that's horrible.
There we go. There's our bracket. SMU makes a run. Cinderella run.
Ohio State's absolutely pissed after losing the first round.
There she is.
Boom.
The collaborative
Love
Stooge
it.
bracket has the Ducks winning. Ducks would be 16-0. First team ever to go 16-0.
I mean, they got the horses to do it. They got the
That'd be
veteran
pretty
quarterback.
crazy.
They got the receivers. They still got Gary Bryant just sitting on the bench in case someone gets injured. I want people to remember that. Guy was pretty good at USC. That's not a bad little horse to have stashed in the back.
Not
you
at
know?
all. Not at all.
Like, yeah, you got to think maybe he could have been good at USC, but
Sure.
we can't keep talent to save our fucking lives. Okay, I think it's time. We got a lot of Twitter Stoogery to go through.
We hear that. Let's
Lot
roll
of
on through.
fun, a lot of fun.
I got about T-minus an hour before I got to fucking scurry on like a scatterboo out of here.
Got a
Fucking bounce off
Skabataboo.
I got a skibbity bataboo out of here.
Skibbity bataboo. This is crazy. Someone said 2 players benched their lineups to force a tie so they could both make the playoffs. Block playoffs for another team. I feel like you just need to disqualify both these guys from the playoffs.
Yeah, that'd be insane.
Just
That's a crazy way to go.
Get your shit out of here, brother. Like we're not doing that. Come on now. This is crazy. So Travis Hunter won the best receiver in the year of the Blitnikoff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Best receiver in the country. We got a Nash here, triple crown.
Yep.
Most receiving yards, receptions, and receiving touchdowns. certain how.
Yeah, I mean, they'll probably just look at his level of comp and be like, yeah, well, you played Fresno State. That's
I
probably
mean,
what I mean, I would assume that's what they said, probably.
but it ain't like they were from the SEC or Big 12.
No, I mean, that's
Ain't
fair.
much defense getting played out there. I mean, I just think it's crazy. Like, I get it. I know Travis Hunter is a great player. I get it. He's both ways. But, like, come on. Guy's Triple Crown. Like,
Yep.
just give him one, damn it.
Yeah.
Just give him one award. It ain't going to hurt him. Coach Doug's. I don't know if you saw this. BuzzFeed sold their show Hot Ones for $82.5 million, and then
I did see
underneath it
that.
said that the host bought it. I'm like, he paid $82.5 million for a show.
I think he was a part of a group that bought it. I don't think it was like just him.
What type of money you got, brother?
I know. Geez, let me get some of that.
And that bald skull. He's got to buff that head.
Gotta do something.
A little whitener. Coach Doug's is about to start a show called Cold Ones, where I interview people while we drink beer.
Okay.
Progressively higher ABV. That'd be a good show right there. Okay,
it's not the worst show ever.
Is the torpedo. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
this one's gonna really sidetrack
Tank the show, yeah.
It's really gonna drop you down a bit. This one's called the Deep Diver. Okay, because it's gonna take you down to the depths. What's this one? Oh, this is tough. Did you do the dishes, Debo? Fuck's that mean? Means they're washed.
Nice.
It's almost like we were right on old Debo. But we know we might know a thing or two, just a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah. Shout out to Eddie. I don't even know how to say his last name, so I'm not gonna try.
Mm-hmm.
Winning the Ray Guy Award because he was the best punter in the league. Glad we have the best punter.
I know, yeah. I don't think we've ever had. Pretty sure the first time we've ever had one.
Yeah. Back in 2005, so we didn't know what the punter was. I don't even think anyone knew who the punter was. I didn't expect Alex Jones to really get through with this, and I did check to make sure this is him. But Greg's been kind of on a run. He's been getting around a bit.
Yeah.
He says if you're right-brained, you'll see an angel. Left-brained, you'll see an elephant. And then Alex Jones says, I see a woman's breasts and nice ones.
There you go.
So I don't know if that's middle brain.
I'm pretty sure that's what I see too.
So what side of the brain is that?
I think it's just right down the middle.
Right down Main Street.
Right down Main Street.
Had a baby, Alex. Had a baby. What's this one? Gonna try to pull Devondre Campbell and leave work 5 hours early today. That's what I was looking to do, was pull Devondre, a little Campbell action. It didn't work. It did not work. Yeah, people are shooting this is digitally altered. You know what? Fine. Can't have fun. I can't.
Unfortunate.
Pete Thamel said that Miller Moss is committing to Louisville.
Yep.
Why? What's going on at Louisville? You know what? Best luck.
So you just pieced him 1 year ago in that bowl game.
Said, let me take you back.
Yeah. So let me head over there.
This is crazy. Again, we're gonna get down a little bit of a rabbit hole here, and we're gonna say congratulations to Travis Hunter. Okay, not saying the kid isn't talented, but I am saying what's going on here. Maxwell Award is voted on by head coaches, sports writers, and sports information directors. Winner, Ashton Jeanty. The Heisman Nissan fan vote is voted on by the fans themselves and football watchers around the country. Winner, Ashton Jeanty. Of the 928 voters for the Heisman, 870 of those members are of the media. Congratulations, Travis Hunter and Deion Sanders on the most outstanding marketing award. It's true.
They definitely put the PR out there.
They did.
Sure.
And it was a great marketing effort.
Oh, yeah.
But it is pretty telling when the fans are saying, hey, it's Jeanty, when coaches and the sports informed people are saying it's Jeanty, and then the media says, hey, it's Hunter.
It was close, though, to be fair.
It was. I think
it was the closest Heisman since like 2009 or something like that.
We'll see later on. There's what's probably here. Yeah. So, again, I have no problem with him winning it. I have a problem with you making a new category called total snap.
Total snaps is a good one.
That's just They didn't
give that to me for freshman football. Fucks up with that.
Yeah. How many total snaps? You would have been first for total snaps. I think
so. I don't see why not. I was fucking gunner. I was outside on kick. Yeah, what I do? Kick coverage, kick return, punt return, punt
right.
coverage, offense, defense, holder on special teams. So every snap basically.
Head coach, special teams coach, assistant
So
coach,
I didn't
coordinator.
get the total snaps award.
Did you
Fucked
at
up
least
with
get an
that.
extra enchilada at the banquet?
No. I don't even
No, so
remember.
we got nothing. We
I don't even
yeah.
remember that bank. I don't even remember going, bro. That shit was horrible.
The freshman football banquets are quite depressing
Yeah,
because they
especially
like
when
want you to get out of there because they want to go to the varsity like team meeting where they're serving steak and stuff for
especially
CIF.
when you go 2-8 and your
Oh,
coach gets fired. We might not even have had
they
a
got
banquet,
fired.
honestly.
Guy shows up boozed up because he's just tired of losing.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
it
just
was
like
rough.
I'm not saying he's not a great talent, but like we can't. Because then, if we're gonna show total snaps, we got to show total snaps for everybody else. Okay, so how many did Genti have? Like, and then someone's got to go back through and calculate it. Like,
Yeah.
are we gonna give this to any high school player that goes both ways?
It depends, I guess. I mean, I don't. Yeah, we'll
This
see.
is just wild.
Yeah.
Again, it's nothing against him. Congratulations
No,
on
I
winning
think
it.
he's
It's
fucking
just like
final, honestly. Like,
he is. It's just to make a new stat category.
yeah.
It's just wrong. I'm not even doing it. We're not even covering the drone shit because if it's gonna give me,
Yeah, no, we're getting
qualified,
scammed.
no, yeah, I'm not doing it. Here we go. These are the stats comparison. Genti's first in rushing yards, first in rushing touchdowns, first in yards per carry, minimum 175 attempts. So we're not just getting somebody who ran the ball twice and getting out of there. First in yards after contact, first in more enforced missed tackles. Hunter is sixth in receiving yards, fifth in receptions, second in receiving touchdowns, 17th in interceptions. I mean,
Yeah, I do sometimes feel bad for like defensive guys because like I saw another thing about like rookie of the year for the NFL, and then someone put up like the Chargers rookie DB stats, and then like
it'll
Quinion
never look the
Mitchell's,
same as
and
offense
it's
for
like,
sure.
but it's just like, okay, he has more interceptions. Like they don't fucking throw at me, dude. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like so of course I'm not gonna have the same. Like they're throwing at other people, so sometimes like I
I
do
see what you're
feel bad
saying.
about that. It's like, all right, like some guy has 11 picks, yeah, because he kind of is ass.
But
And
they just keep testing him and he
they
keeps
keep trying
catching
to
it.
test him, and he gets a couple interceptions like here or there, versus like they're literally not throwing it at a certain guy. He's not going to have as many pass breakups. So it's kind of like you have to really watch it more on defense to see like
Yeah, who's really making
how they're
plays?
impacting the game. What I will say is when I turn on a Colorado game, Travis Hunter will go rogue and make a play. Like he'll come out of his
Yeah.
zone and jump it. Like he'll do shit that other people just don't do.
Yeah.
So you can actually tell when you watch. But some people just like look at the little
Box
stat
score, yeah.
breakdown and they're like, "Oh, okay. Well, he only had one pass breakup." It's like, yeah, they only threw it on one time.
So
So
he's 1 for 1, 100%.
that's about all you could do, really. Like,
I mean, I agree with you. I think again, I think Travis Hunter had a phenomenal year. I just think like it needs to be noted, like Genty was kind of doing things that we haven't seen in a while. Like he really, like he
mhm.
pieced up Oregon. It wasn't like he was
Oh
just
yeah,
piecing
no,
up shitters. Like he fucking
he
ran
fucked him up.
hard. I would love to see them win the championship, but as we saw from our bracket, I just don't think it's possible. I don't think they have enough horses in the barn.
Literally.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that this was possible, but apparently Army's running back Kane Udo is planning on entering the transfer portal, and I'm with JT. Said you could do that. It's a service academy. I didn't know you could just say, "Hey, Uncle Sam,
Sorry,
it's
I'm
been
out.
wonderful."
Yeah, I don't really know how this goes
I'm
because like, how do you get recruited to go here and then you play a sport? Like, I don't really know how shit works nowadays. Honestly, I'm an old man.
man, I'm not trying to. Beyond the Spider Verse will not release in 2025. They are quote taking a lot of tender loving care, which I'm okay
Yeah.
with. Take your time.
Don't tell Beast he's gonna be pissed.
But it'll be a good product, you know what I mean? So like we don't
Yeah.
need to rush it. I think he'd be more upset if they rushed it and it's just
Sure.
shit. You know what I mean? Like we don't need to do that. I didn't even know this, but Robert Eggers,
Robert Eggers, yeah.
Eggers, thanked SpongeBob for introducing younger audience to Notes for Ottu for the
Mm-hmm.
first time. Good point. Yep. Ugly bastard. Still an ugly bastard. Moral of the story.
Yep.
He's ugly. Now this is when you just need to call the number. You know what I mean? Like if we're gambling,
Roomba roulette. It's gonna be. Oh, Eric, you're
Stay
spinning
away
you.
from green.
No,
Stay away from green.
no,
swiping toes.
It's trying to kill me.
Go for the coast.
Okay.
All right, go for the coast. All right, go for the lavender. Go for the lavender.
Get
Go
it.
for it.
Oh,
Listen down. Oh, coming for the
no,
orange.
not orange.
Coming for the
No.
orange.
No.
There we go.
No. Oh, yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Knocked it out.
Live to fight another day.
There we go.
Come on.
Oh.
Come on. Get
Stay
there.
away from the green. Stay away from the green. You don't want green. You don't want green.
Oh, he's wrapping around.
Get there.
No.
Yes.
Stay away from the
Yes.
green.
Oh,
Stay
turn
away
the
from
wrong
green.
way.
Oh.
Going for yours. Going for pink. Going for pink.
For feet.
Oh no. Going for
Going
pink.
for blood.
Oh, so close, so close. Go for it, go for it. Oh,
No.
behind the orange, behind the
No.
orange.
No.
Barely.
Oh.
Barely. Up. What's another turn? Go for the
Come
pink,
on.
go for the pink.
I think we should call the number. You know what I mean? Let's
Yeah.
just.
Yeah.
Come on.
Don't tell Pratt about this.
He knows about it. Either way. This is how he got in debt to Hex, allegedly.
Yeah.
That's not right. I feel bad for that. That's on me, Brad. Sure. On me, boss. Peace and peace to you, buddy. This is I need this game to become a playoff game so bad. I was explaining to my dad that the Pop-Tart Bowl, first of all, he didn't know it's a real thing. I said it's a real bowl game.
Oh yeah.
And I said
It was
the
our
new
last year.
trophy this year. I told him, I said it was a great bowl game. You need to watch it. I said, but this year the trophy is a fully functioning toaster that can toast full size Pop-Tarts.
Very nice.
I mean, it's phenomenal.
It is.
Why isn't this the national championship?
Yeah, I know.
This is the coolest shit I've ever seen. And if I recall, I think it's in like a nice area. Like it's like a destination spot. Or it's probably Orlando, Florida, which, hit or miss. This might have been the coldest interview intro by Jalen Hurts.
So that's what y'all want to see, huh?
John, you said you'll figure this out. Is that?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Jalen.
We've been waiting for it. So appreciate it. Let's do it every time, though. I mean, I ain't mad at like. Let's throw for 300 every time, and let's Saquon run for 100.
Bada bing,
400
bada boom.
yards, and move on for the day. Everyone's happy. Everyone's feeling good.
No dissension in the locker room. See, I was seeing there was some alleged. Okay, I thought there was some alleged collusion. I woke up to this in Monday morning for the sleeper league.
Oh yeah, everyone picked up running backs.
Yeah, it's an interesting take. Now, I feel so bad for somebody who this guy would like to politely ask Jonathan Taylor back for his 975, or even better, the 4,800 that he lost, or that he didn't make, I should say, because he didn't lose it. We just gotta get in here. So this guy, nice little parlay, a 10-legger.
10 leg anytime.
10-leg anytime. Touchdowns. 975 to win $4,800.
Yep.
AJ Brown hit, sure. Jonathan Taylor, he did hit, but didn't. You know what I mean? Hit a double. 2+ passing touchdowns. Yep. Joe Burrow, T. Higgs, Josh Allen hit, Jahmyr Gibbs hit. I think it's fair to request the $10 back from him. I really do. Like,
yeah.
I mean, buddy,
Come on, man. Slide me 20 at least. Go Chick-fil-A or something.
because you had it right here. You had this man's
I
4,800.
just don't get why people do this, man. It's so stupid to me.
I really don't understand it. I would like to look.
Makes
I
no
don't want to.
sense.
I don't want to say or try to assume anything, but my theory is these folks are getting paid to drop the ball.
Yeah.
Like somebody's telling them, "Hey, you owe X amount to me. You're gonna go ahead. You're not scoring today, okay?" Because it doesn't make sense. Like, why? Why does everyone want to drop the ball? I don't understand. Like,
They just want to get to that celebration, man. They just want to get to that celebration.
I don't get it. I don't get it. It's not that hard. Just carry it across the line. You could drop it right here. We need to go back to the day where you hand it to the ref. Then no one
Man,
drops.
go across the line, hand it to the ref, move on. I'll see you, and tell the ref I'll see you later.
Yep. See you in the next one.
See you in the next drive. Here I come.
So yeah, I think asking for the $10 for the bet, $10 for your pain and suffering, $20. Let's wire him, JT. I know
Sure.
you got the cash for it. Let's do that, buddy. Boy, this didn't live well. Rest in peace. 7 hours of commercial-free football while watching Red Zone.
Oh no.
What is this?
They got it.
What is?
They slipped one in there in the double box.
Can't
Production couldn't get it off the screen quick enough.
Can't have it.
Don't want it.
Can't have it. Won't have it. Speaking of commercials, I don't know if you saw what I sent you yesterday. Have you heard the new BK Melt jingle?
I have not heard it. No.
Oh, it's gonna ruin the
Glorious.
Oh, it's gonna be your team's down by 15. It's gonna be up in the picks, and then it's just gonna BK Melt all day. It's over. It's done.
Yeah.
You're chalk. Let's keep removing here. Jokes write themselves. What do they do? Yeah, this is crazy. Okay, what? So the dude wipes has a mini pooper, shit emoji on top at the Cleveland Browns.
Pretty good.
Jokes do write themselves. Yep, Drew Aller has informed the school that he's coming back, and Toronto Argonauts GM just fell to his knees. And old Timmy's getting the double.
Aller running it back again. All right.
2 sugar, 2
They'll
crab.
be 10-5 again, or sorry, 10-2. Awesome.
He's horrible. I told you he's the only one. Like, my dad has not been pissed off at a quarterback in so long, and that's the one that he's like, I can't stand this kid.
Yeah.
No one can. No one really can.
Yeah. No one wants to.
No.
Oh, geez.
Slide's not happening. Stop sending me this. I mean, it's pretty good.
Not far off.
It's not
far off.
I mean, hey, sorry, Sly, but it happens. I don't understand what is going on here because I see the headline is give back, but it says Mike Norvell is giving $4.5 million of his salary this year to Florida State in a reconstructed contract. So like he's giving back $4.5 million.
Basically, they said, "Hey, like we're not gonna fire you, buddy, but like
we're going
here's what's gonna happen.
You're giving back 4.5.
Yeah, you're not getting all of that now." They probably had a clause in there that was like, "Hey, if you shit the bed, if you don't make a bowl game, then we take a percentage of your salary back or something." I don't know.
I think he's still making what, like 6.5.
Oh, he's gonna be just fine.
He'll be okay. He'll be a Martha's Vineyard. Just I can't even believe that was 4.5. Son of a bitch. Oh yeah. Peloton leaderboard is always a dark place, but it's always quite funny to see these guys get caught.
Hugh Janus, I'm on to you.
Buster Cherry, happy birthday. Great to see you here.
Dixie Normus,
So I will say the name, Craven Moorhead.
So Vandercox, I see you.
Shout to Mike Hunt, happy birthday.
Drew Peacock.
Eating Viva.
Eileen Ulick, I see you.
Jack Mayhoffer, happy
Goes Drew Peebles.
Every time, man.
Mike Hawkener, happy birthday.
Phil McCrevis, 20.
Oliver Closehoff.
Phil McCracken, happy Dixie Rack, 20. And Hugh Janus,
Dixie
happy
Rack.
leaderboard.
Colonel Angus.
Sleepy Joe. Yo, I didn't mean to say that.
Genitalia, happy 1000. You totally got me with that name. So fond of Cox, happy birthday to you. Lou Skunt.
Yep.
Got him every time.
Every time.
But they know people come, like, they got people that are going to get that. So, like, they got a fan base that's going through. So you could have one slip through every once in a while. It's good. This is such a glorious thing. Brock Purdy is currently projected to sign a 5-year, $290 million contract this offseason.
Oof.
gonna be an
This-
average value of
This
58
team's
mil
dead.
per year.
They're dead forever, man.
Oh, Purdy, go get your 59 million, 58 million, man.
Go get that cash, big dog.
Give cap
Go
hell.
get that cash, big dog.
Be the same situation the Cowboys are in with Dak. Like, we can't get
Facts.
rid of him, and we got all this money in him, and just wait, and you'll be traded to the Jets. Just a matter of time. This is crazy. All right, Brett.
Oh, that girl left me on red.
Well, it figures all you said was, "Can I get your Snapchat?"
Well, you told me to.
Doesn't mean it was good as.
What the shit? My pizza fucking shrank.
What?
My pizza is shrank.
Nah. You probably put in a small piece. What?
What the shit? I threw in a full row pizza. It was a fucking prank.
You got sold a bum pizza or something?
What the fuck did you do?
No, I didn't do anything. That's your pizza. It's probably like a joke pizza. Why would you buy Tony's? That's shit. Look what happened.
What the shit?
What
No
the
way.
I like that. I
What
bought a
the
full
shit?
adult pizza, full grill.
Yeah. Oh man,
You
that's
just
good
know what
shit right there.
degeneracy is happening in that place.
Oh yeah.
If you find these guys on Instagram, they make some pretty funny content. I don't even remember the name of their house. It's on me. Yeah, Broncos linebacker Nick Bonito, is first player to have 10+ sacks, multiple TDs in a single season since Defensive Player of the Year J.J. Watt, 2014.
Not bad.
He's doing some things.
Doing some good stuff.
It's pretty crazy. So, young buck listening to the old vet, and then Josh Allen giving him, let me give you a couple pieces of advice, okay? Let me talk to you real quick.
Yeah. Let me tell you
It-
something.
This right here is why we made the trade.
Let me tell you something.
I say it every week, and I'll validate it. This right here, because this guy's an absolute unit. But he knows the big dog. He's gonna little bro him, you know. It's like the picture of McVay like tapping Shanahan on the head.
Oh,
after the
yeah,
meeting,
yeah.
little broing him.
That was a good one.
That's the craziest picture. I don't even know why he did it, but it was perfect. Yep, here comes Greg. Greg keeps getting on Stephen A's thing. I'm starting to think Greg is a plant because like shows up out of the blue. Stephen A's answering his questions. Pat McAfee's answering his questions. Like, what if this is just Austin Connor's account?
It could be. That wouldn't surprise me.
At Greg 166-769-35420 writes, which zone do you typically aim for when you're peeing, urinating? I would tell you zone 5. And then when I really want to show, the versatility, the control that I have, I'll venture out between 3 and 7 just to circle around because I can. But the answer to that question would be 5. I never thought I'd be asked that question in my life. You understand what I'm saying? I would tell you from B to F and 3 to 7, focusing in on 5 whenever I choose to. That would be the answer to the question. Very unique question. At
B to F. Okay. 3
to 7. Yeah.
7. I think you're in a dangerous spot for some splashback though. That's the thing. You know what I mean?
I think if you're not rolling C5, I'm going C5.
Yeah,
I'm backboarding that thing in every time.
I mean, come on.
Every time.
Or sometimes you got to get the old C7 in there.
Sure. Hit a little corner.
Or if you're going to go right for the old hole-in-one, like, you got to make sure we ain't got too much mustard on it, because otherwise shit comes back at you.
Yeah.
And your mom gets pissed. You piss all over the toilet seat. Bad thing. I feel like the one, I mean, if you're thinking about how people do it in school, for some reason, it's all the way fucking around here. Actually, it's over here and here and here, probably here. Thank you, Stephen A. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is when I knew I had to let the big dog eat because I couldn't bench him,
Yeah.
I
don't blame you.
Let that dog eat. Yeah, those uniforms are absolutely sweet.
Yeah, they're really nice.
The matching visor too. Shit. This is crazy. It's about the Jonathan Taylor play.
Yeah, that play was crazy with Jonathan Taylor. Shout out to him.
That play was
There you
crazy.
go. Shout out. Shout out to him for real.
Shout out to Taylor.
Appreciate you.
Good job, buddy.
Appreciate it, big dog.
I'm not even sure how, like, it starts out so well. He did all of it.
Yep.
To the bottom, like.
Then you fucked it at the end.
How long did he lay there? Yeah. You're going to Flavor Town and you just went to the hospital. It happens. This is crazy. So, the New York CEO who had his Lamborghini pooped in by his employees after he canceled their Christmas bonuses. Oh, this is story fabricated? Well, you know what? We're going to read it anyways. Thanks, Community Notes. Appreciate you letting me know this every time I click something in here and check it on my phone before the show, but it likes to say, gotcha. This could happen, though.
Yeah.
CEO cancels your bonuses, Christmas bonuses, probably could get shit in his Lambo. First of all, what CEO's rolling up to the office in a Lambo? Never met one.
Not sure.
Probably somebody. But if you do cancel the Christmas bonuses, don't be surprised. See a bag of dog shit in your car.
Sure.
Or somebody's shit. We don't know. Maybe we just give them, give the Christmas bonuses. It doesn't hurt you that bad, does it? Come on. Just give Christmas.
Yeah, come on. Don't be a shitter. No pun intended.
Or you will be shit on. Christopher Nolan's Interstellar has become the highest grossing IMAX re-release ever.
No surprise. I went to see it.
Looks like an absolute masterpiece.
I went to see it at the big old IMAX at the Regal down in Ontario. Massive screen. That's where I saw Oppenheimer. Oh, it was an experience, I'll tell you.
Holy
Get
shit.
you right on the edge of your seat. And I've seen that movie like fucking 20 times, so.
But 21, it hits different.
It always hits.
At Dylan Heiser writes, would you rather fight an orangutan once a year, get a sword, but you don't know when the fight is going to happen, or fight a chicken every day you got in any car?
Oh.
Fight the orangutan.
I don't know. The chicken might be.
First of all, you're giving me a sword, and secondly, it's once a year.
The hell's a
My
sword?
chances of survival far exceeds a wild chicken being in a car with me every damn day. Eventually, I'm going to get tired of fighting. So I would tell you the orangutan once a year with a sword in my hand. That's
why is it a sword? Hello?
I mean, I've heard of the Connecticut yesterday, but I've never heard of New York or sword.
Sword.
That'd be silent. Sword. I don't know. I think I might take the chicken.
I don't know though, but think about at the minimum. Well, I guess at the minimum per day, you could not get in your car during a day, but
yeah, I could have days
at the minimum for me, I'm getting in my car twice a day.
So we're rocking chickens.
And I'm realistically, I'm getting in my car 3 times a day. So that's, I'll get bored. I might take the orangutan and just fucking dice them up.
Yeah, slice them up real quick.
Slice them up and just be done with it.
I could just imagine you get in your car for the 3rd time and you know where the chickens come from, grab that thing, instant neck broken, and just keep moving before we even start the car. So bang, boom. Yeah, there are days I could go without being in my car, so maybe that's a better one. I wouldn't mind fighting the orangutan though. Show him his boss. Dan Campbell is just an absolute unit. We love him for it. MCD.
And look, I don't. You know what happens is, you win 11 in a row, and you lose, and then the sky falls. And I hate to say it, but we're not going to be able to win 11 in a row again for the rest of this season. We're just not going to be able to do it. And, what happens is you get used to eating filet, and I'm talking to all of us, and everything's good. Life's good, but you forgot what it was like when you had nothing and you ate your fucking molded bread, and it was just fine. And it gave you everything you needed. And sometimes you got to get punched in the mouth and remember what it used to be like to really appreciate where you are. And we'll do that. And so we got a bad taste in our mouth. We got kicked around the other day. We lost a few guys. And you know what? It's exactly what we needed. This is exactly what we needed. So we're going to bounce back. We're going to respond. We got guys that are about to have an unbelievable opportunity here. And we will play the game any way needed to win. We still got a good offense. We got plenty of defensive players. I can go rattle them off right now. We're going to put the best 11 on the field. We're going to freaking cut it loose. We're going to play with our special teams. And I don't give a crap if we got to win by 1 point for the rest of the year. That's what we're going to do. And I'm going to be happy about it. We come out of the game with 50 yards of total offense and we win by 1, you're going to see smiles on my face. I promise you. All right. If it's the other way defensively, we give up 700 yards and we win by 1 point, you're going to see a fucking smile from my ear to ear. All right. I can promise you. So we're going to find a way and we're going to get it done. And look,
I love it.
There you go. Well, I'll let him know right now that if they give up 700 yards of offense, they're not going to win by 1 point. They're going to lose.
Right.
But you know, there's that.
There's that piece.
There's that piece of it.
This is tough. 7.9% of Yahoo Fantasy Public League teams with Jonathan Taylor lost because of him dropping the ball at the goal line.
JJ.
Maybe you got to think about that when you're drafting next year. Who's going to drop the ball at the goal line? I know who isn't. Chase Brown.
Saquon.
Saquon, yeah.
Saquon would never.
No.
You'd never do some shit like that.
It's almost disrespectful to the game. Like, you score that much to where... I think they said Jonathan Taylor hadn't scored in like 5 games.
Yeah.
So it ain't like you're scoring every play and, I can just throw it. Like, just stupid. This was what I expected.
Yep.
Zach Branch playing NCAA transfer.
Yeah.
Heard his brother's entering the portal too.
Yep.
I don't blame you, gentlemen.
Good luck, gentlemen. It's been an honor.
Yeah.
Been an honor and a pleasure.
Just no boys on my NCAA dynasty.
It didn't go like this.
We got you awards, son. Okay.
Yeah, it didn't end like this.
One of the best fucking recruits in the country. Got over 1,000 receiving yards and over 15 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So in my world, you did just right.
Did just fine.
For some reason,
boys play great.
Couldn't get you a goddamn touch. And I don't understand. I really like.
I'll never understand. And now I don't have. Now I don't have to think about it anymore. You know.
Did he get hurt?
No, he played.
Sure.
He was playing.
That's a good point. It's a very good point.
It was
got one screen pass, and it was majestic. He got 16 yards. I didn't see him get the ball again. Yeah, this puts Ashton Genty's stats in perspective of what was going on. 13 games played. 144 more carries for sure than old Reggie Bush, but 700 more yards, which means you're doing pretty good with them carries. 29 rushing touchdowns, 16. Reggie was still the ultimate 8.7 yards per carry. The guy was an absolute unit. 192 to 133. Basically, he was doing goat shit.
Oh yeah,
and that's just the way that goes. Thank you, Genty. This is an interesting deal because I've heard everyone who's a prisoner of the moment talking about Josh Allen as a lock for the MVP, which I'm not saying he won't win the MVP. But let's not forget the historic season the reigning MVP is having too. Because this is unbelievable. And I find it unbelievable because I've seen people saying that it should be Josh Allen strictly on his rushing stats. But everyone was pissed last year when Lamar won off his rushing stats. So now he's the better passer. And it's like, so which one are we going with?
Yeah.
I'm not saying Josh Allen isn't doing some amazing things, but gotta give some flowers to Lamar.
I'm going Saquon.
You going
Saquon to the moon. Give it to a running back. Fuck quarterbacks.
You're a homer.
Reason why you have stats.
I respect
you. Get the ball every play.
Yeah. Honestly, I might vote the fucking Bears kicker as the MVP because he was doing some good shit. The punter's
been dialed in.
He's doing some good shit this year. I mean, how many coffin corners did he have? He had at least 8 or 9.
Oh yeah, minimum.
That's flipping the field in my book. I would not be mad if either of these gentlemen win, but I'm just saying when everyone's talking about Josh Allen is ahead clear, it's like, I mean, Lamar still doing some pretty good things. He's got more yards, same touchdowns, 2 less picks, higher completion percentage, higher passer rating, The record's less though. So do we count team success more than your success? I don't know. Just an interesting, it's an interesting thing to keep your eyes on. The FTC will require companies to show full prices of hotel rooms and event tickets rather than hiding extra fees. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
But I'm sick and tired of clicking on something. Oh, it says $100 a night on hotel. Okay, let me check it. Wait, what the fuck?
This
Oh,
fee,
that's
that fee. You look up, it's $175. You're like, what the fuck just happened?
plus taxes and the resort.
What went
resort
wrong?
fee. We're gonna finish this out. Get you on your way.
Oh, no, we're good. A little time.
Here's why I'm picking SMU to beat these boys. Okay.
I want to be SMU, 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 and I don't really want to talk about all these other things.
I think he's just so worried.
Yeah.
To me, I don't. There's a difference between like the old Nick Saban or the Bill Belichick. Hey, we're focused on who we're playing this week, and the nervous like. I only want to talk about them. Okay, I only want to talk about them. And you're like,
yeah,
okay. So that's what I'll be picking against them.
Sure.
These drones are getting a little crazy.
They are. Drones are everywhere.
What is it? I don't know. Let's see.
No, huh?
Some kind of message.
Oh,
there you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Drones are.
Thanks.
Yeah, drones are.
Appreciate it.
I'll get you with one of these one time, but you're always got the guard up, so I gotta like
Oh,
weave them in there.
You gotta bob and weave them in there as you can.
Try my best. Bears are officially 0-8 since this moment. What could have been? Could have been.
Dude, I can't believe this. This guy, he hasn't been the same since then. He's been getting hurt. He's been getting fucking cooked in all these games too. He has not been the same.
I think maybe we close that one out. Things are looking a little different. Yeah, pride comes before the fall. Always does. Yeah, shout out the Bears. Chess is joining the 2025 Esports World Cup with a $1.5 million prize pool. Sure. Grandmaster Magnus Carlsen will serve as the game's ambassador. This guy looks like a savant for chess, so it makes sense.
He's the greatest chess player of all time.
Yeah, it looks like it. Wasn't Endeavor Dhaliwal?
Oh yeah, he was a chess prodigy. Man, that was freak.
I'd root for him. Yep, here it is. Falcons benching Kirk Cousins. We'll start Michael Penix.
Thank you, Penix.
Penix.
Appreciate it.
Norfolk State has hired Mike Vick as their next head coach.
Yeah, and guess what? Season opener next year, Norfolk State versus Towson, Mike Vick versus Pete Shinnick to start the year. That's going to be fucking hilarious. They're going to have to shake hands at midfield after the game. My uncle and Mike Vick.
That's what a crazy life.
Electric.
Huh?
It's electric.
What a crazy life. Just whoops Norfolk's ass. Hey, I respect your playing career.
I'm hoping.
Somebody put the dogs around the world are just going crazy.
Yeah.
That's just not right. Come on. So apparently Kyler wants to get Trey McBride a touchdown.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
But we can't get
Need to get 18. Need to get 18 one.
Some touches.
Yeah, something.
I really like from your football understanding and IQ, can you explain to me what is so difficult about getting these two on the same page? Like I really don't understand it. And I don't know if I'm just being because I have him in my
I think he's just a rookie. They'll start getting him involved more. I think it just I don't really know if they know what they want to do on offense sometimes.
Yeah.
They're kind of confused.
Yeah. That makes sense. When in doubt, I blame Kyler. So
sure.
I think it's the right thing to do. Jordan Love Toyotathon. Regular season, not during Toyotathon. 29 touchdowns, 25 picks, over 3,800 yards during Toyotathon. Still 3,200, 26 and 2.
Dialed in.
What's that Toyota?
Dialed the fuck in.
Get that Toyotathon, son. So I guess Tone Diggs says Roquan, big Chinese bird spy guy. Boston Connor. We'll buy that Roquan Swift
There you go.
jersey. We get that out.
Gotta support your own.
Oh yeah, this is crazy. I don't know if you've seen these NIL deals, but these are getting insane.
Oh man, some of these did.
Micah Hudson, who I believe is a good wide receiver, I'm not really sure. $700,000 minimum wire up front for 1-year deal to sign immediately. Separate NIL deal for 3 cars for family members. Personal driver with Cadillac SUV for Micah from spring practice through end of season. Family hotel and travel arrangements paid each game with up to 10 members to have travel tickets and costs paid.
This shit's crazy, man.
Medical injury time off and playing after injury determined only by Micah and his family. What? What?
The game's gone. The game's gone. We've lost the plot. We've lost the fucking plot, man.
The list is fucked. I mean, the list is
It's all fucked. It's all fucked. There's nothing we can do anymore. It's GH.
There's no more like, oh, you need to let this player develop. Bullshit. I'm paying him over $1 million. He's
Game's gone forever.
This is crazy, man. Kadon Salters is transferring to, or Kadon Salters transferring to Colorado. Somehow Liberty keeps getting these good recruits. Can't keep them. It's no surprise. It's Liberty.
Yeah, for real.
This is crazy. Kirk Cousins' no trade clause is significant, similar to what Derek Carr did to the Raiders a couple years ago, where he said, "You're not trading me. Cut me. Pay me what you owe me. I'll become a free agent and choose my next destination on my own." Falcons have to pay Cousins $90 million for 4 starts, and trading him may be impossible without his cooperation, meaning he can become a free agent again.
Jeez.
Honestly,
Cousins is running it up. He is running it the fuck up.
But it just didn't make sense why you, like, if you thought you were going to draft Penix, why would you?
Now we're about to see what Penix is all about, you know?
I mean, I think Penix is the real deal, personally.
That guy?
I think he's that guy.
That guy?
Phoenix Suns announced new concession prices: $2 hot dogs, $2 water, $2 everything. So basically, you don't need to charge me $9 for everything.
Yeah.
You could just get away with 2.
You never have. That's the thing, you know?
No.
They've been fucking scamming.
Yeah. We got a new update for the 2024-25 all-white team. First team in the 21st century. We've been able to put together a full defensive backfield. So let's see what we got there.
All right, boys, I'm looking over this all-white 2024-2025 class, and I got to tell you, a lot of grit and spit, a lot of creatine monohydrate in this class, a lot of good milk in the rookie class. And before I get started, to all the Caucasian men, myths, legends aspiring to be on this list, look somewhere else. The stats show you. The stats tell you you have a better chance of being struck by lightning than playing in the NFL. Add that on top of being white, making a team like this, a demo that takes up 25% of the NFL, down from 70% in the 60s. Go be an astronaut. Let's get started. Quarterback, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. Welcome. These are repeat guys. They're back on the team this year. Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, the cream of the crop, some would say. Running back, CMC, Christian McCaffrey. I know he's had some injuries. But look, when we need him, he's going to be there. When we need him on this team, he's going to be there. Christian McCaffrey, his backup this year is going to be – we had him as fullback last year. We're going to move him to running back spot this year. Kyle Juszczyk, a little versatility, can run in between the tackles, can catch it out in space if we need to, if we need to split him out wide. And leading the way blocking for him, there's going to be a new addition to fullback this year. But the starter, Patrick Ricard, big, thick boy. Patrick Ricard leading the way, another 2-timer. And we're going to go ahead and take Alec Ingold. There might be a question mark about Alec Ingold. Like, well, he could be – listen, he's got a teaspoon of Nesquik and a full glass of milk. He is with us. You saw the piece that they did on him a couple weeks ago with his family background, wrestling in Wisconsin. He's a white boy. You look at tight end. You talk about, again, I said quality milk in the rookie class, Brock Bowers. Best at his position this year. Potential offensive rookie of the year. He's on the squad. Trey McBride, George Kittle, Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce's getting a little older, but if we need him to split out wide, make a few plays for us, have some camaraderie and swagger to the team, we're going to have Travis Kelce, and we would like to make the Swifties happy. Tackle, Lane Johnson, Brian O'Neill, Jordan Mailata. Listen, I know Jordan, he's an Islander, but look, here are the facts. He grew up in Australia playing rugby. It's about as white as it gets. We're going to take him with us. I know he's a swing state, but I think we get a couple swing states. He's one of them. You go over to guard, another repeat guy this year, Chris Lindstrom, Kevin Zeitler, Joe Tooney, and then the boys out there in Indy for some depth, Quentin Nelson and Willie Fries, who've been holding it down all year long. Center, all of them.
Billy Bob.
We get all the centers. Let's just move on to wide receiver. Wide receiver, it's a good room right here. A lot of, you know what they say, sneaky athleticism first and last out. These are some lunch pail guys right here. Not Cooper Kupp. It's a dog. You got Cooper Kupp, Lad McConkey, welcome to the squad, brother. Alec Pierce, Luke McCaffrey, and Puka Nacua. He was with us last year. And again, I tell you, we get a couple swing states. Puka Nacua is going to stay with us on the all-white squad. Let's jump over to the defense. The interior D-line, Zach Sailor. I apologize, brother, if I'm butchering that name. But Zach Seiler, welcome to the team. Harrison Phillips, another repeat guy. And somebody who just rookie this year who's got that dog in him and is going to have a hell of a career, Braden Fisk. Enter at your own Fisk, I think Ruben says. But Braden Fisk, he's with us.
He's a
The
dog.
edge. He was balling before he got hurt. But Aiden Hutchinson, TJ Watt, Trey Hendrickson, a top guy in the league with sacks. He barely got left off the list last year. Now he's on the list. Nick Bosa.
Yeah. Big Bosa.
And also Max Crosby. And look, I think Max can also be up for debate here because he dresses like a triple XL pit bull sold on Instagram, and he probably says the word. But Max, I know you're watching this. You are still with us, brother. Let's go to linebacker. A lot of salt in this room.
Big year 4-6. Big year 4-6. All white squad loading.
He's got a shot. These are guys you want to get away from. Led by Jack Campbell. Jack Campbell, Peyton Wilson, Bobby Spillane. Listen to me about Bobby Spillane. He's been putting his face on people for the last few years, ever since he put his face on Derrick Henry at the goal line a few years ago in Tennessee. Jack Gibbons, undrafted, rocking the green dot. And same with Bobby Spillane. These are two undrafted cats out there making plays. Remind me a lot of somebody who used to soar the field and played for a decade. Logan Wilson, Caden Ellis, and then Cole Holcomb. Did Cole Holcomb text me and kind of beg me to be on this list? I will neither confirm nor deny. Cole Holcomb is a specimen if he can stay healthy. Safety. Made this mistake last year, won't do it again. Reed Blankenship. Led by Reed Blankenship, Harrison Smith. And you look at corner. The biggest improvement we've made at this position on this team is at cornerback. Last year, we just had the rookie Riley Moss. This year, year two, Riley Moss has been balling. Now, I also, in my video last year, was like, hey, we need to tap into that farm system down there in Iowa. There could be a player there. That player, Cooper DeJean. If you watched our episode last week with Gilly, he referred to him as Cooper DeJean. He doesn't just attend the cookout, he hosts the cookout. But we got Cooper DeJean and Riley Moss holding it down with a backup of Ethan Bonner. Practice squad guy, yes, but some guys who some good depth, a good guy to have in your room, and listen and pay attention and back the guys up if you need to. That's the ball club. I love this team. I love where we're at. We're going to put a good product on the field, led by Andy Reid as our head coach. And if we have to exercise the Rooney Rule, I love Mike Tomlin.
Okay.
Nice. We got good special teams too.
He was gonna ask who was kicker, but then I realized we probably own all the kickers. So
we're good there. If it comes down to field goal to win it, feeling good about it.
Feeling pretty good about the boys.
Feeling good about it.
Feeling good. Yeah, this is the most insane thing. I don't know if you saw this last night. I mean, they banned, being able to do finger guns. They didn't say anything about unloading the entire quiver on someone. Come on. Yeah. That's not even as bad as it was. There was one before where he let out like 18 of them. They're all surrounding, and he's just
kept going.
Bye. I mean, he
couldn't be stopped.
15 go.
Sure.
The ref's looking at him like, is it a flag? I mean, it's not a
do I throw a flag
firearm.
on that
It's
or not?
Could cause bodily harm. This is so. Remember this kid? This is him now.
Hey, baby Benjay.
I could see the similarities, Benjay.
Good stuff, Benjay.
Yeah.
Way to make it work for you.
That baby Ben.
Way to make it big time.
That baby Benjay. Make a big screen, buddy. Okay, that went away. It's pretty good. Somewhat of a biblical man myself. So we have God is coming, John 3:16. Then Gamblers come 4:12. Secret Zuma 4:23.
There you go.
Good scriptures to read by. No one put Octane 0 and 12.
Yeah.
That'd be tough. It's good stuff though. Yeah, Michael Penix got the call while he was ordering a $1.50 hot dog at Costco. I mean, you can't get any better than the $1.50 Costco meal.
It's electric.
Get the drink, get your fixings on top of the dog. I mean, it's just a win-win. That should let you know what kind of dog Atlanta's getting right now. I think it would only be more fitting if they would have said they called him and he was just scarfing down at the Waffle House.
Yeah.
And I would respect the hell out of him for it because it's quite an establishment. It's like, yeah, I'm in my 4th plate, coach. And they're like,
Yeah, sorry.
That's the guy we need.
Sorry about it.
It's the guy we need. This is crazy. I don't know if you saw the rule in JUCO, but apparently your time in JUCO does not tap into your 4 years of eligibility.
This isn't confirmed yet. This is just one guy who got it like passed.
Okay,
but, like
so it's not
people
like
are
a
gonna
full
start. It's
rule.
not like he got it pushed into court or something that they're.
Because it's going to
Yeah.
really screw 18-year-old recruits coming out of high school.
Oh yeah, you're fucked. You're fucked. Nobody's gonna take a chance on you. What's the point? They're gonna tell you to go somewhere else, and then.
Speaking of
Yeah.
go somewhere else, Jonte
There you
Porter.
go.
Let's see how they're
In
going to get me.
jail.
Nope. Yep, sentenced 20 years federal prison without a possibility of parole for conspiracy to commit wire fraud.
There you go.
I know, Jonte.
Sometimes you don't want to bet on yourself.
Sometimes you don't. Not on Prize Picks, not on FanDuel. Teddy Bridgewater plans to come out of retirement and make a return to the NFL after coaching his high school alma mater to a state title.
Atta baby.
I mean, he says if Tim Boyle can do it, hell, I can too.
Might as well get the check. Yeah, get that vet minimum.
Serious.
Hang out.
It's crazy. I don't know if you saw the competitive map pool update, but
I
RFP
did.
to Rewind.
Rewind's gone.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like
personally
to have 3 control maps.
get
but
protocol out of there, man. That's all I'm gonna say. But
that's what I'm saying, dude. Protocol pisses me off. On hardpoint, it's so annoying, and control. I mean, I don't think I played S&D on it, so I don't know if it's annoying.
yeah, I played one map on it. It was an experience, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, the bombs in the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Oh yeah.
Hacienda's good. I wouldn't mind Skyline getting out because it's just weird, but I mean, I
Skyline
could
is
live with it. I don't mind
Ixie.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
The
Hopefully,
spawns are kinda sticky.
hopefully get Arsenal and Freak in there eventually, and get like red card and protocol out probably.
Baby steps. Malik Murphy is taking the DJ Uyunglele track and going to the Beavers.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Couldn't make it work at Duke.
All we'll say.
Make it work there too. College Game Day, it was the most watched season ever on ESPN with 2.2 million average viewers. Safe to say Pat McAfee is doing some good things.
Oh yeah.
And Nick Saban.
Thank you, Chalamet. Also.
Thank you. Yeah, good picks. And good news for USC in the transfer portal. Apparently, we're getting a Kentucky transfer, Keyshawn Silver.
Sure.
He looks like a big son of a bitch.
He'll probably end up being shit.
Probably if he's getting let go of the SEC, he's probably not.
Yeah, he'll probably end up being shit, but you know, hey,
I mean, they did have one of the best defenses in the league, or at least in the SEC. So, like,
got to start somewhere.
Maybe there's a chance.
Always a chance.
Probably not though. Kamari Ramsey's coming back.
Oh,
that's nice.
Okay.
I thought this was going to be a, hey, I'm going to take my talents to the NFL. He's coming back, so that's good. Got a chance. Not a great one, but something. That's all you need. That's all you get from me. We signed a running back from New Mexico, I think. I
yeah, let me hold on. I'm gonna look.
Right.
NCAA transfer portal. Let's see.
I'm disappointed that do we have any receivers coming in? Because we just
Big
lost
10, USC. Quentin Joyner is going to Texas Tech. Great. Jake Jensen, he was backup quarterback, he's going to Montana. Offensive tackle going to Utah. We signed a running back from New Mexico.
Yeah.
He's a 3-star guy from Arizona. Yeah, both branches are out.
Yeah.
Another O lineman went to Auburn. D lineman leaving. Hudson's going to Penn State. Miller Moss to Louisville. We got a corner from San Jose State. DJ Harvey, corner coming in. Edge rusher leaving, going to Kentucky. Rayshawn Davis is leaving. Linebacker, another tackle going to Utah. Deuce is going to Florida State. Jesus.
I'm being talking about a rebuild.
Good luck.
Son.
Yeah, that's about it.
Why would Deuce go to Florida State? They must have given him a bag.
Give him a crazy bag.
I got to just see what Branch's receiving stats were this year, because I just need to piss myself off, if you don't mind. Just a quick second here. Let me just, 6 and 6.
Yep.
Show me statistics, please. Show me Zachariah Branch. We have 47 receptions for 503 yards and a touchdown.
There you go.
He averaged 10.7 yards per attempt. Gotta think maybe if we got him the damn ball, things would have been nice.
Gotta think. Gotta think.
How did we only get the ball? How did we only get the ball to Deuce 23 times? He had 5 touchdowns.
Gotta think we show it to him more.
Lake McCree threw it to him 24 times for 245. I can't look at this anymore. I'm gonna get pissed. Can't do it. Alrighty.
All right, people.
That's all we need.
Catch you on the flip side.
See ya.
See ya.